Stay quiet. Last time on Wild West, The Reckoning, the Spirit Chasers left the Druids of Washington. Little 8 hours to the east, up into the mountains, searching a mythical native creature known as the Thunderbird. They came upon its nest and fought it valiantly. Ed fucked it up, but it screeched and launched lightning from one of its heads. And then Mama Bird came and the fight got harder. People
Wait,
were
I
beat
fell
up.
asleep away.
Gabriel was evaporated, turned to ash. Marcus forgot to prepare a spell again, but in the end,
It was
Nita
turned to
saved
ash.
him, brought him back, and all was well. And that's where we're picking up.
It was not turned to ash. It was just crispy.
He was whatever. Shut up.
Like a phoenix.
If he was turned to ash, Revivify would not have worked.
Alrighty. Well, you were fucking Quispied. Whatever. Who cares?
Quispy.
So-
Just be glad we haven't fought the enemy with disintegrate breath yet.
Oh,
I'm
that'll
gonna
be
go
fun.
against those dragons.
So you had gotten Nita had gotten Gabriel up. You guys started to heal a little bit, but you do have these 2 dead Thunderbirds and technically 3 intact eggs. One of them, however, is currently a dancing item. So what's everybody doing?
You see Jarvis make his tool turn to some carving tools.
I cast Guidance on Jarvis for the harvest.
Very well.
Have the item just go and like lightly nudge Jarvis's head.
Also, what time
From
of
the back.
day is it? It's like late in the day.
Hey Ed, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
What?
No.
Mid-afternoon.
Can you pull this thing's corpse so it's fully on a flat surface?
The one on the nest?
Both, actually.
Alright, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think your giants might
I
still
need to
be
be
active.
shrunk.
Oh, you need to be shrunk? Okay. Whoop.
Alright, big guy. I'll get the eggs first.
Okay. They're a bit heavy, but nothing that you can't handle. There's 2 of them in there. One of them, they just look like kind of like big white eggs, but one of them definitely still has like I guess what's the term? The bloom still on it, as if it was
Yeah.
recently laid.
Ooh, oh. Ew.
Fresh.
Yeah, me.
Sticky.
Omelet.
Sticky.
Sticky.
Of any of them, that'd probably make the best omelet.
So yeah, I'll just say you can easily transfer those from the nest. However, with this big boy, you're gonna have to make a strength check.
Yeah, actually, I am gonna use Giant's Mites again to
And
Rita could
I
probably
will-
also help too.
actually
I'll also
do this
guidance
thing.
you.
If we think that the tree that it's on's big enough, I can make it even bigger and make it even easier.
Yeah.
Supposedly, it's big enough for the for the big
mama
bird.
Yeah, fucking nest was about to fall though.
It was taking some hits. You do still hear some creaking as like you're walking around in it, like when you were moving the eggs and stuff. But no, not when you're moving the eggs. My bad, because you were smaller for that. It's creaking a bit now, but nothing crazy. Oh, you're pairing the dog. Okay. So yeah, we'll say Jarvis, I think, guidanced you, and
Yep.
I do have.
You give him a slap on the ass as he goes over.
Ooh.
okay, all right. becomes
got
one
this.
size larger. So one size larger than your current, which means
He's large. That bird's huge.
so it would
Which
be
is times 4 to the normal amount he would be able to carry.
okay. So I think for this one it would be easier then. So it's like a lower DC. So yeah, so just make me a strength check.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
All right. Cool.
Oh
Add
yeah,
a
you got it. No
D4.
problem. You can add a D4 if you wish, but you
hell
got
yeah.
it.
Oh hell yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, hell
Oh yeah, you definitely got it.
You got that 20 in strength?
I do.
Yeah.
I guess we could just say for the purpose of this, let's move Zeus over and have like Marcus come over here, and we'll shift this bitch to about there.
I'm just asking so you can move the things onto a flat, easy to work surface.
In terms of this one up here, that's about as good as it's gonna get in terms of flat.
What about this one moving over here?
Yeah, I could say yeah. Just make me one more strength, and we'll just shift
Zeus
people
will
around a
give you
little bit here.
advantage.
Move you guys so that you're not getting overshadowed by the large fucking token.
Ed can currently drag 2,400 pounds.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah, I'm just moving Jarvis over here.
He can't
for
lift
easy
that.
movement.
I mean, he can't carry that much, but he can drag that much.
You can move the big ass bird token over.
Oh, if it's just dragging, then yeah, whatever. So you just put it over there, and yeah, you
All
can
right.
come back over.
Jarvis cracks his necks.
Alright, damage the good.
You have multiple
Gets out his
necks.
tools.
Then yeah, the next there's like 3 of them.
He's going to first harvest the main thing.
You have guidance.
Gabriel, you don't keep extra necks in your back pocket?
Now,
Okay.
you want intelligence or wisdom for harvesting?
So these
Bean,
are
crack out the book.
monstrosities, so it's nature.
Nature, yeah.
Nature. But can I use tools in place?
Nature is a wisdom based or intelligence based?
Intelligence.
Nature is?
Yeah, nature is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So then
Survival's wisdom.
Oh, got you. Okay, so then yeah, whichever tools would go off of intelligence, I guess.
Literally, I can make any tool I need for the job.
Okay, so yeah, so I guess an intelligence based oh god, what would this be, like a sort of like butcher's tools or some shit like that? Okay.
Cobbler's supplies.
And what are you
I mean,
harvesting
harvesting
first?
tools if we're actually
I'm
using the book.
harvesting the main organ we need for the resurrection part first.
Oh, okay. Easy enough. You begin by just plucking a large number of feathers around like what would essentially be the crotch and cloacal area of the bird, and using that as sort of like a baseline and going up the sternum. You make a incision, manage to kind of move around in there and pull out a particularly large sack that even the outside of it seems quite oily in nature.
Alright, that's good. I will put that into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Now, for the thunder and those thunder and lightning organs,
Okay.
are they located in the neck?
Presumably.
All right. Also, while doing this, I am recording it into my book.
Okay. Oh, so like
Yeah,
yeah, how
in the
you're
book that I got. Yeah.
right. Okay.
I
Gotcha.
will guidance myself.
Okay.
And boom,
Oh.
shakalaka.
Okay.
He's on fire.
Yeah, you successfully remove 2 of these organs. One of them of the thunder variety, and the other of the lightning variety. They appear to be sort of like these, kind of like sacks, but with like
What the fuck?
tubes on both ends of them, one like going one way, one going the other way, with like some sort of,
Yeah.
I guess like
I-
sphincter keeping.
I would imagine like the lightning organs like biochemical, the way that it generates electricity, and the thunder organ is more of like a weird gas
Ah,
organ for sucking in the air and that's how I would
sure,
imagine.
yeah. That
Thunder
makes
organ
sense.
probably be more like an extreme version of the diaphragm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that for the thunder one, that yeah. For the lightning one, I hadn't really thought about, but
Lightning
there's
is
plenty
probably
of
akin to
creatures.
what an electric eel does, just on a
Yeah.
way bigger scale.
Technically, we in our human bodies generate electricity.
Well, yeah,
no static shock.
that's what the nerves use to communicate. It's static jolts.
Nah,
Aaron,
no. It's just a giant lemon
why
battery.
is Aaron an egg?
Aaron,
Why is
an
there
egg?
not an egg?
Aaron is
Okay.
always an egg.
All right, that's and how about some feathers?
Sure. Hold on. Let me check something. I'll just say since you're already kind of like,
Eh.
because I had something for this. You already made like 2 checks, so for this one, I'll just say you get the rest of the stuff, and then you can move on to the next one. Oh, here it is. Found the page. Okay. You managed to, since you technically, yeah, okay. You managed to get let's see, hold on. You managed to get 5 decent like preserved and not smashed up of the feathers. Well, actually, this is the bigger one. I think was this one hit less. I think it was hit. It wasn't as beat down on as hard. So you get about, we'll call it like 10 of these intact feathers. So just put 10 Thunderbird feathers. You managed to harvest 2 Thunderbird beaks. And technically, because it has two necks, two heads, 2 gizzards.
I could turn into some food.
Gizzard lizard.
King Gizzard Lizard and the Lightning Wizard. Lizard Wizard and the Lightning Balrog.
It's a wizard.
It's a shame he died in a blizzard.
You're a wizard, Gary.
Technically, he died in a
A
rainstorm.
wizard.
Alright, so that's essentially what you get from the first one. I hope you're writing that down because I didn't.
I am.
know, I'm
I did.
terrible. Okay. And essentially, I guess, just if you're also harvesting specifically that oil gland, secreting
I
gland.
will come down here and work on this one.
Alright.
Same things.
Yep. Just make the 2 checks.
And a guidance up.
Very well.
Oh, I'll re-vigilant bless and ed.
Alright, yep, you managed to extract the oil gland once more.
Now for those with thunder and lightning organs.
Yep. Good God. Okay, so
I have expertise in this.
Yeah. So you managed to get seconds of those organs, as well as an additional, we'll call it. This one was beaten to like a fucking pulp by Ed. 3 intact feathers, 2 more beaks, 2 more gizzards, and you would get a. This creature is not all dissimilar from a rock and
A hard
you would
place.
find and a hard place. And so you end up harvesting essentially a piece of the heart that seems to have some sort of purpose. We'll say it's sort of like a mitral valve of sorts from the heart. I think you can make something interesting with that.
I'll think of something.
And yeah, that's pretty much all you get.
All right. All of it's going into my bag of folding.
Very well. Oh yeah, right. So let me give you the weights of those things.
Yeah, because that will impact how much is actually I can carry.
Okay.
The size of this
so-
thing, I would imagine the heart and even like the beaks are probably pretty heavy.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
a bag too.
So the gizzards
That is full of beer, though.
are
Not
30
full of beer,
pounds.
it's like half full of beer. Okay, 3/4 full of beer.
It's a lot of beer. The
Liquid's heavy.
gizzards are yeah, the gizzards are
Flying to
30
Ed knows
pounds.
fractions.
The beaks are 30 pounds. The feathers are 1 pound. The heart piece is 15 pounds.
Was it like a Zelda heart piece? If we consume it, we'll get more health.
Ooh.
Maybe. Who
How much
knows?
is the heart piece?
15. And then as for the
Organs?
sacks, yeah, let me give you. Don't worry. Just for the purpose of this, don't worry so much about the oil glands. I haven't thought of something for those yet, but we'll just say as of now it's inconsequential until I determine otherwise. And the let me see.
Thunder and lightning.
Right. Yep. I just had to go to a different thing. Those weigh about 12 pounds each.
It actually does not reach my maximum.
Right, your max is 500.
Max 500 with that. And
Okay.
technically, if need be, I can put some stuff on Zeus.
Okay.
Make
Alrighty.
Zeus our pack mule.
What I did beforehand.
I mean, technically, you could probably like pack mule them for the eggs because those are just going to be a pain in the ass to carry. I mean, one of them's dancing, so
Zeus can probably carry one egg.
okay. I would say if you're gonna take the other two, how long does dancing item last for?
I believe an hour. I'm trying to find it real quick. Yeah, an hour.
Okay. You don't.
And I would bring it down to the ground before it breaks, before it like ends.
Okay, that's fair. You don't have to take the eggs. That's entirely up to you guys.
How heavy are the eggs?
I mean, we needed at least one to appease the Archdruid. The other two we could make food out
I
of.
would like to keep one.
I'm trying to think. What
All right,
would
we
be
can use the last
reasonable.
one as food for tonight.
50.
Yeah.
Is that too
Because
little?
all the harvesting probably took a long time. We'll probably have to spend the night here.
I would ask, how old are these eggs? Can I tell?
Well, the one saw the bloom on it, so.
Yeah. The
Well, that
ones,
one's that. I'm talking about the other two.
The other two. Make me. Yeah, I think this would also be a nature check. Yeah, make me a nature check.
Okay, this I cannot use tools for.
Still not bad.
It's 26, because
yeah,
I didn't say I guess
the other two are quite a ways along in their gestation. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be the right
These
term.
two do not eat. The other one, that's fresh light, you can eat.
Yeah, that one you can. The one with the bloom can most definitely be made into a big omelet.
The other two, there might be a little extra something in there.
Yes. Like what's
Can I
it?
raise one for my own as my son?
No. Because I plan to turn
I
one
like
into a
that
trophy.
idea.
Yeah, see, he likes that idea.
The Archdruid already claimed one as his own son.
Right,
Yeah, but there's three.
Right,
Yeah, but we're
exactly.
eating one. Jarvis wants one.
Well, you're not eating my one.
There's only
know what?
three. We're eating one.
what?
Jarvis takes one, and the Archdruid gets the third.
You know
Nah,
what,
this one's mine.
Aaron,
I
why
hate
don't we
dance.
raise one together?
Yeah, we don't need to eat this.
Fine, I don't need to have the egg. That
We
would
don't have to
freaking-
eat that. We're not eating this one.
You're gonna sit on it?
Marcus will.
Alright.
I swear, if it turns on it,
As long as we can do this together, Aaron.
Oh my.
Dylan, while he's harvesting,
Yep.
because I assume that takes a little bit.
Oh fuck yeah! These things are big.
I want to go over to like this rock wall and just collect a shitload of small pebbles and rocks.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. Give me the number you're looking for. Like how many do you want? Like give me a
lot.
ballpark.
Like a couple dozen.
Like you
a
stick
couple
your
dozen.
hand into a pit of gravel and take a handful.
All right, yeah. So roll me a D100 and let's see if you get.
Question.
Yep.
How good are their beaks? Well, no, I already have the beaks. Never mind.
I find
I already
6
know what to do with
rocks
the
on the
beaks.
whole mountain.
So I will say, the beaks of actually no, because I feel like because Ed was grappling the one, and I mean like. I was honestly like picturing him kind of like having it in like a fucking chokehold and then just beating on it with the other fist. So
Yeah.
I feel like he had each neck under each armpit, and then he was like smacking the two heads together, like, "Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting
I
yourself?"
imagine their faces are fucked up, but the beaks are probably
So
fine.
badass.
well, yeah, I mean beaks are hard, so yeah, those are fine. The feathers though, that's why you weren't getting as many
That's fine.
on the smaller
I
one,
probably
especially.
only need
but-
5 for what I may end up doing with them.
Okay. So okay. So I would say that by the time that the crafting is done, and okay, you rolled a
Well,
6.
harvesting.
Right, harvesting. Sorry, wrong word. Brain fart. So with a 6,
You're,
you
you're
get
crafting
like
raw materials.
you get like a good 12 decent pebbles that you wanted, stones, whatever, you know.
We could have Ed punch the wall if you want more.
Well, I mean, it's gonna take a while to use just these ones, but I'm gonna need more eventually. Yeah.
I mean,
What are you doing?
They're for my performances.
rocks are literally everywhere, so
Are you just gonna throw rocks at people in the crowd? That's
No, I
fucking
don't think
badass.
they'd like that too much.
Oh.
Although I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that on the back burner.
is that something that was acceptable in your world?
Throwing rocks at people?
I did all kinds of shit.
Well, if it wasn't acceptable there, it's definitely acceptable here.
Yeah.
I think it's complicated depending where you go.
I love throwing rocks at people. I do it on a daily basis.
Yeah, these
I mean,
these rocks are gonna enhance the performance.
Marcus should know all about stoning.
Why? Because he's a Catholic priest.
Marcus just puts his head down.
The Inquisition.
He goes, "What are you talking about?"
No one
I
expects the
mean,
Marcus
didn't-
Inquisition.
Didn't Jesus say
The
like
Marcus Inquisition. Yes.
let he who is without sin be first to cast a boulder or something? I don't know.
Cast the
The
first
cast
stone, yeah.
of boulder.
Yeah.
Dylan, I was just curious and looking up because I had an original idea about like Thunderbird throwing axes for one of for Ed.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. What about?
So I was looking up to see if anyone thought of the same thing. I found this instead, and you can thank Griffin's saddlebag for it.
Thunderbird.
Is it a porcelain piggy bank?
Porcelain piggy bank?
The fuck is that? Is that a gun that is also a halberd?
Yeah.
That's like
It's
the
called
most bloodborne shit I've ever heard of.
Well,
It's-
technically, it's a halberd.
It's called the
that has
Thunderbird.
charges that you can use those charges
like thunder.
But it's
fire
spelled with an E.
lightning.
Yeah, yeah, the bird, like halberd. Yeah, it's Thunderbird. Ho ho.
Haha.
This is like again this concept.
Yeah, that's.
I love the Thunderbird.
Halabert.
Omelette
mean-
du fromage.
None of us really wield two-handed weapons.
No. I mean Rita, but you know.
Doesn't count.
Well, yeah, I don't like to because I like to put people in headlocks.
I may be able to
That's like my
modify
whole
it
thing.
so. I could probably take the concept in the question to basic
Yeah.
and adapt it from there.
So yeah, so I'd say that by the time that the harvesting is done, the sun would begin to set. So you can, in fact, make camp here for the night, which I feel like at this point Ed would have shrunk back down. And you do have the 3 eggs. You said that the dancing item would worn off, so keep it towards the ground so it doesn't crack. So you do have 3 intact eggs, 2 of them that seem much further along in their periods of gestation, and 1 of them that you could potentially eat if you so chose.
Do we need these birds anymore? Because we could throw them off the cliff and rest on top of this hill right now.
I would not throw them off the cliff.
Why?
If we're worried about food, couldn't we get meat off of them?
Speaking of which, could I
I will say, as like, since you already made the crafting check, fuck, I keep doing that. The harvesting checks.
I mean, he's crafting raw resources.
Yeah, he's crafting raw resources. I don't know why I keep my brain tonight. With the harvesting checks, you could have very easily gotten some usable bird meat off of them.
Can I
wanna
make
carry the meat?
Can I make a religion check to see if this is like some sin
Sacrilege.
in my faith to be eating?
Sure,
Consume
go
the
ahead.
Thunderbird.
Every time you say harvester, I think of farming simulator.
That's is 1 success.
Hold on.
That's a
let
roll
me see,
d10s.
22. All right, I want to read up on this real quick.
I'm
So they don't seem to be regarded as like these evil things. If anything, they're more holy, sacred, but like
Holy chicken?
not any of your, because it's not saying any Canadian tribes. It's saying northern Wisconsin tribe. That one seems to be a Washington tribe, and then the other one is just Algonquin. And oh wait, hold on. Algonquin.
I imagine actually it's more as long as like they gave thanks and like used the whole thing. It's fine to eat it.
Yeah, I think you'd be fine. It doesn't seem to be like regarded as a god or anything. More like a.
I mean, I would definitely say here we can't use the whole thing because we don't have enough carrying.
I mean, yeah, we can leave them here, tell the druids about it, and they can come harvest the rest.
Yeah,
Get
yeah,
real
and-
hungry.
They got fucking bones and shit. Big bones.
But yeah, we can definitely use some of the meat for food tonight, and then tell the druids about it, and they'll come get the rest.
I must tell you the tale of fried chicken.
fried chicken's good, but I don't have my 11 herbs and spices here.
What?
I mean, can't you make those?
Actually, I'm curious.
Are you gonna ask about fucking KFC right now?
The
Well,
colonel
yeah,
has not
yeah.
been born yet. I don't think.
Wait, could
1955.
Could
That's
it-
Popeyes.
like
1952.
like the KFC 11 like secret spices or whatever the fuck it's called? Like, even though Aaron doesn't know it, is it possible for him to replicate it?
I mean, it doesn't say you have to know how something is made. Like
With performance of
technically-
creation, yes, he can.
That's fucked.
We're in 1969, so KFC does exist.
Or yours.
No,
we're in the
1869.
1800s.
Never
we're-
mind.
100 years too early.
Bro,
So the
Civil
KFC
War.
Twitter page follows the Spice Girls and 5 guys named Herb.
That's
Is it
all-
actually?
all of them.
And that's the only people they follow.
Okay. Fried chicken existed long before that.
Right.
Right, but
Yeah,
not
but
the
not-
spices from KFC.
You
Yeah,
mean
we
to tell
don't
me
have-
KFC did not invent fried chicken?
No, but he could
No,
prestigitate.
Chick-fil-A did. Come on, the
Okay,
Lord's
yeah.
Chicken.
What
the
about
Lord's
love that
chicken.
chicken from
But
Popeyes?
on Sunday you met Chick-fil-A.
KFC Colonel killed some. What?
He was a
Yeah,
colonel.
you're a colonel.
Yeah, he was a colonel. Come on, man.
Anywho,
More chicken than a month of Sundays.
So I'll say this: if anyone is going to be chefing it up, give me like a fucking chef's tools check, and let's see how.
I
how
use an action to
scrumptious.
change the tools I use for harvesting into tools into chef tools.
I'm gonna performance of creation 11 the KFC 11 herbs and spices.
Can
Very
you
well.
do that?
For Jarvis to use, it's herbs and spices. They're not that expensive, and I think he has 100 gold limit. So like, yeah.
I have 120 gold.
I mean, the patent on it is probably a bit more than 100 gold, but the actual herbs and spices are probably like 5 cents.
Well, actually, I think it would depend on the herbs and spices, because that's right. Because spice
Also,
was expensive.
I love
in
this.
certain
I love
parts
this
of the
magic
world.
item.
Also, Colonel Sanders shot a man to defend his business, but he didn't kill him.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna argue it, Dylan, but just saying we did use Aaron's times prices for the performance of creation in the past.
Oh, yeah. So then,
But I'm fine either way. I'm just
no, you could do it. You could do it 100%.
So as I was saying, the tools are now a nice cutlery set.
Okay. So yeah. So make me a How do you have me do wisdom for my cooking utensils, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So wisdom. Wisdom-based tool check.
God, oh, Father of KFC, guide me in this delicious chicken dinner.
It's finger licking good.
It's a 14.
Not
It's
bad.
gonna get copyright striked.
It's not I would say, Aaron, it's not quite what you'd remember, but the taste is definitely there. The quality,
yeah. I mean, we
It's
didn't.
It's fully
we,
cooked.
it's
It's
fully
fully
cooked. Yeah, it's fully
It's
cooked.
fully cooked, but it's cooked over a fire. It's not deep fried. It just
Yeah,
has the
it's-
herbs and spices.
No. We could have used
I mean, how much is a deep fryer? Surely that's less than 100.
We have access to oil.
You have access to oil. Are you saying you wish to use the Thunderbird oil to fry you some
I was
chicken?
weirdly thinking about it.
We need that.
Yeah,
If I
I'm
put
not
oil
on
on
board for
me-
that.
In
Well,
the
I'm also
rain,
pretty sure the performance of creation can also create the oil.
Dylan.
Yeah, what?
If I put
Yeah, but
oil
then-
on
but then
myself
the
in
herbs
the
and spices will
rain,
disappear.
do I get to fly?
Roll me a D1000.
On 1,000, it's a you die. On everything else, it's fuck off.
Well, okay, continue with
To be
that.
fair,
To be fair.
To be fair, after we're done eating the chicken, we still would have eaten it. Everything
yeah.
else,
Oh shit,
would
Aaron
be
could.
gone.
Aaron,
If anything, this is probably a healthier method of eating fried chicken.
Aaron could make a deep fryer with performance of creation. Or like
confusion.
Yeah, but then my herbs and spices would disappear. and
They
that's
would,
the more
yes.
important part.
Yeah. All right,
Okay, anyways,
so
I make
To
fried
Aaron,
chicken.
that is the more important part.
yeah, so I'd say it's more like yeah, I don't think you guys didn't really like take any specific cooking stuff with you, so you wouldn't have been able to like try the chicken.
Actually,
more like
It's like
grill it.
spit roasted.
Yeah, spit roasted.
Aaron could make a deep fryer, and then Jarvis could take it apart and reverse engineer it.
Well,
One day.
if
Yeah,
given
so the thing
time,
is-
I could find a piece of stone and turn it into like a bowl.
The thing
Fry
is,
it.
I haven't been here to describe it, but you've been noticing Aaron just getting like more and more disappointed looking whenever there's traveling.
Anyways, yeah, I make you guys some fried chicken.
Disappointed. Oh no. Yeah, fried-ish chicken, spit chicken.
It tastes good.
I mean, Dylan, you go from being able to drive across the country in what 36
Yeah.
hours to taking
Yeah.
months to go from the Rockies to Washington.
It's like I gotta
Which
fucking
completely
walk
makes
everywhere.
sense. I'm not as a player, I'm not complaining, but it would be like, this is so slow. in
Yeah,
his mind.
yeah.
You know what I
Just
mean?
wait until we can teleport. Then
It's
you
like
won't
you
be
could just get on a
complaining
plane. Yeah. Well, once you have access to teleportation, then that's when it's
Plane.
gonna blow his mind.
You go get on the jet, and then you just fly to.
I mean,
Fly across the country.
was Aaron a Star Trek fan? Because he might know the fact that when you teleport, you're killing yourself and making a clone elsewhere.
That's not how that works.
It is.
That's
Unless
exactly
it's
how it
wormhole
works.
based. Unless it's wormhole generation based.
Well, I mean, by magic, no, but I mean, I could say that for shits.
I mean, what Aaron might think is that you're killing yourself and making a clone elsewhere.
That would
But-
definitely
that would
be
be
that would
funny.
definitely be in his mindset, Dylan.
You're literally just taking your
That's fair.
particles and putting them somewhere else.
I mean, let's
So-
see,
Although it's
what is-
copying the arrangement of the atoms, destroying those atoms, and then arranging new atoms elsewhere.
So
Yeah, but
during
what if
the
you
night,
store those atoms and then
is anybody
rebuild
taking
it
any
there?
rest?
Which one's the original?
Not rest. Watch.
Don't shoot
I'll
with
take a
Theseus. Us.
watch.
I'll take a
I will cast the demon
Okay.
lemonade tiny hut.
Lemonade Tiny Hut. Okay. So
Health.
I heard Marcus. I heard Aaron
Health 3.
and Alfred. Okay. So in whichever order, whoever said first, do the thing.
What's everyone's perception bonus?
Well, I
Except
don't have
Because
dark
if
vision, so I
yours
have
is better than
advantage.
if yours is better than Helfrine's, the Helfrine will grant you advantage.
Does Elfrine
Mine.
have dark vision?
Yes,
Don't think.
Helfrine does.
Hello, Pappy.
Then I will grant Hellfrine advantage on my watch.
Okay. Okay.
I have a
fair
Dylan
enough.
will allow.
Yeah. So Marcus can. Okay. I still say Halfrin does the first one.
I feel like Helfrine can act in all of them.
So first part of the night, it's pretty uneventful. The corpses begin to smell. Not terribly though, because it's no longer like baking in the hot sun, but there's a smell. There's a smell. I mean, they were smelling already when you opened them up, but it's starting to become ripe. Other than that though, nothing noticeable. I guess fuck it, Marcus, make the next one.
Yep.
You're idiots.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
And I'll just do one separate for Helfrine.
Alrighty. So during your watch, you notice slowly come out. However, it doesn't come towards you because you guys are all like within the lemonade hut. What appears to be a small little lizard, and then several others begin to pop out. They're kind of green, and you almost miss them at first, but they're like of a lighter shade that you can kind of well, you have dark vision, you could kind of make them out in the dark, and they all just start like proceeding towards the larger of the bodies and begin consuming. They look like essentially miniature but not quite as intimidating versions of those allosaurs that you fought on your way to Nianzuru.
Fun.
I will say
Compies.
they're compies, yeah. And they're just tearing off little strips of the bird, nomming on it. They're liking it. Other than that, though, you don't notice anything. And then on to Helfrin's watch. Doesn't even notice the compies. And then eventually, morning. With the rising sun and you guys beginning to wake up, the compies scatter. There weren't many of them to begin with anyway, but once they realize the presence of larger creatures, they fuck right off. And
They actually can't see inside the dome.
yeah, they
Oh,
wouldn't have been able to see inside the dome.
disappeared.
That, like maybe like relative scent would have been left behind, but like they would have assumed that you left, so
I
they
gotta
just
literally take a piss.
very well. I'll like to scare them off. You mean?
Yep.
He pees on them.
Fuck off.
Starts pissing in the direction of the compies.
Yeah, just starts pissing in their direction.
Just punts one off the cliff.
Evolve, damn it!
Yeah, learn how to fly, bitch.
Learn how to fly, idiot.
Yeah, learn the hard way.
It's like fucking
like
kicking
being thrown
doors
in a
off a
pool.
cliff. Oh
It's
my
like being thrown in
god.
a pool to learn how to
Learn
swim.
how to swim, yeah.
Learn how to fly.
First float test.
So yeah, you would all have gained the benefits of a long
Goliath
rest.
way.
Yeah, the Goliath way. So yeah, so your spell slots, hit points, everything's all restored.
If you had
And
the aid yesterday, your hit points go back to their regular
Right, that's,
maximum.
that's
yep.
why it looked weird. Okay.
And if there was anything, well, actually, no, there wouldn't have been. I was gonna say if there was anything that would have reduced your hit point maximum, but the birds didn't have necrotic damage, so nothing to worry about.
And necrotic doesn't necessarily also do that.
No, but I mean, like, if there was a specific like vampire.
Well, you don't remember the wraiths we fought yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, so many wraiths. They reduced my maximum hit points by so much.
Yeah, and then Gabriel got affected by a
You're gonna say Walter.
what it is? Is it a ghost? He got aged 10 years.
Oh no.
No.
He'd be like, "Honey, I'm back, but I'm older now."
He'd be 50. He wouldn't be 70.
I'm not
I
dead.
have to buy a Porsche now.
He's only like 40 something.
Question.
Midlife
He's
crisis.
42.
Yeah.
Or early onset midlife
Question. Can
crisis.
someone apply for retirement if they were magically aged?
Technically.
What do they pay this?
I'm sure there's like some department in the
Question.
United States government that is
If you're
able to
magically aged,
look into
you get
it.
the senior discount.
They get taxed
Look,
in
if the
advance.
U.S. government has a plan for the zombie invasion, they have a plan for that.
For
Question.
magically aged
Can I identify as
individuals.
elderly?
The zombie.
No more
they
questions
actually
will
have a-
be answered at this time.
Yeah, no more
I
questions
have
will
no,
be
I have
answered
no
at this
further
time.
comment.
Question.
What the fuck did I just say?
No
Ed
more
is magically
questions.
Yo,
de-aged.
everyone's raising their
Can
voice.
he no
My
longer drink?
Sorry, who? Can who no longer drink?
If Ed gets magically de-aged, can he no longer drink?
I've never drank legally.
better question
Culturally, it's different for Goliaths, and also he's never drank legally in his life.
I don't know how old I am, so maybe.
He might technically be like under the legal age. Wow. No. But yeah, so it's the morning. Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, there was no minimum drinking age prior to 1960.
Okay, we're good.
Hell yeah.
And
Well,
whoever
there
came
was
up with that
federal
was a
minimum.
loser.
There were
A
state
little
minimums.
alcohol will help you out, son, before school.
See, this will put some
Yeah,
stress on you.
Technically, that's not the federal thing isn't a minimum drinking age. It's a minimum age to purchase alcohol.
Did I just hear you right, Dylan? That'll put some chest on your hair.
Yeah, that is in fact what I said.
Like in Texas, anyone over the age of 10, I believe, can drink in bars with as long as the parents there.
Illinois, 1872.
Anyway,
Fucking,
let's get around.
I don't know
All right.
about
So
that.
how many of these eggs are y'all taking? I'm just curious.
We're taking all of them. I thought.
They're making me-
Yeah, because one's gonna be my son.
Yeah, and I slept hugging this egg last night.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
They're gonna get themselves killed. They're gonna get us all killed.
Y'all gonna make me carry this? Do I-
Marcus, it's your turn it's your turn to exit tonight though.
Also, you guys have never portaged before. Like, every additional item you have adds more weight to everything you're going to be having to carry. We're going to have to lug that thing around everywhere we go.
I have a question.
Does
No.
anyone have a blanket? Does anyone have a blanket?
Actually, Marcus does.
As we're making our trek down, question: if you truly want to raise that, do you even know what elevation it needs to be at and what temperature it needs to be at so it stays alive?
I'll read the book in the library.
The book does not cover that.
It doesn't.
I'll read the other book in the library.
There is no book.
There is
Yeah.
no book.
So I will say you
Dylan.
could. Yeah. Do eggs need oxygen?
No.
Okay.
That is an interesting question.
So two things. First of all, when we get to a river, Gabriel, I'm gonna take Marcus. Marcus has a blanket, he says, and I'll make it carry all the eggs across.
What?
No, I was just using portaging as a metaphor.
The blanket can dance.
I wasn't literally
Underwater.
telling you that we'll have to portage. I was just saying, like, oh, never mind.
I love this.
And to your thing, Dylan, I don't know how this is gonna work.
Oh yeah, it does need air.
Dylan,
does.
I
Okay.
don't know how this is gonna work, but Aaron's going to attempt to Performance of Creation, a book on raising, hatching and raising Thunderbirds.
I'm pretty sure you have to know what it does.
He's going to attempt.
He's going to attempt.
And Marcus
guess-
help
my
because he
guess
wants
is he would-
he wants
I
to
I
do
think
it.
don't think it says you can't.
I think it would make a book that has your best guess like written in it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And yeah,
How to
so
raise a
so
rock?
this book gets formed, and no picture on the cover. Doesn't even have a title
Good.
on the cover. It's more like a
I was hoping it was a
journal.
For Dummies book.
Okay, actually, yeah, because you would know what that is. So sure, it's literally a For Dummies book. And when
Isn't
you
that like
open it up,
super offensive at this time?
it seems like it would be written by you. It sounds like you, like your mannerisms, your way of speech, but just in written format. You can almost hear your own like inner monologue like in your head as you're reading it. Because you know how like when you read things, it's like, oh yeah, the voice inside of your head, but it's like it's confusing, but nonetheless, it's all just best guesses pretty much. Bless
Right,
you.
but they don't know that. See, I got a book right here.
Bless you.
I'm sorry, but I'm a very intelligent person.
Me
So I can
Me
tell
too.
you that.
You can't fool me.
How come that looks? I'm looking at the writing, Aaron, and it looks a lot like what I imagine you think like.
That doesn't make a lick of sense.
Hey, look, the bottom of the tree.
Like I imagine it. There's like a bunch of like asides of like random future knowledge of like how it applies to different
The
situations.
fuck is an incubator?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I will say this. You did talk about putting one of them on Zeus. That can work. Bag of holding's out of the question because they do need air. So if you do in fact plan on taking these, you will have to carry them, and they are heavy.
Marcus, I'm not
So-
strong enough.
Well, I can
Alright.
help you.
God damn it.
What do you need me to do?
I have a negative strength.
Oh Jesus, I can help. Want me to make a strength check?
I'm just gonna watch you do this.
Sure. Sure. Let's see if you can.
Y'all do your best.
Wow.
It's
Knowledge from a past
heavy.
life.
Technically, yes, that works.
From
Sure.
what I do, how to lift the
Yes.
When I
Guys,
finally found the egg of the king
Can
and I
I-
knew how to lift
Can
Yes,
I attempt
13.
something so as to make this easier for them?
it. Sure.
Don't make this easier for them. Let them suffer.
How am I
Yeah,
doing with a
well-
13, Dylan?
I'm
Okay.
gonna let them suffer.
It's still heavy.
But, like,
you don't feel
I'm
like you're gonna
alright, though.
drop it. You're
Right. Yeah.
We have to
You don't think
walk
you can
like
keep it up for long.
6
Well, I mean-
hours.
No. Okay, I got rope and wood. Can I make a
Um,
basic dragon cart?
I mean, you gonna spend the whole day making a damn cart?
We got places to
pack.
go, man. We don't have time to stop.
Fucking let me carry it. Jeez.
Alright, I'm just asking because
Powerful build.
Thank you, Ed.
you could carry two of them technically.
Well, I mean, they're just big. That's a real problem.
But that's also, again, up to GM discretion.
Should I say no, I'd say yeah. Ed would probably only be able to carry one comfortably. But he'd be able to carry it no problem.
I got my own shit, man.
You are forgetting about Rita. I mean, she might be small in stature, but she does have a
That's
good
right.
strength score.
I totally forgot I'm voicing her. My bad.
Yeah.
So you guys need help?
Promise you won't eat
I
it.
got this one. Y'all need.
Do not.
Oh, we're carrying old eggs. Damn.
Yeah.
Can I read a sheet back?
Oh, I didn't even realize that I took it away from you. Didn't mean to do that.
No, you're good.
That might have been like a premature thing.
I wonder. Can I bullshit with this fellow?
Marcus Dean.
Marcus.
Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
let's be
yeah.
fair here.
Can't wait until you guys go back to
To be
Austin and see the
fair.
doctor again.
To be fair, Aaron's guesses might be at least some of the guesses should be good.
Yeah,
Because
No, I
he is
mean,
he's a
reasonably.
fairly smart individual.
yeah.
But obviously the book is just guesses.
It's
Oh, no,
super
you're-
effective on raising chickens.
Yeah, it would probably be something more akin to like how to raise a chicken, but I mean like
just a
it's a
big chicken.
bird, so
Yeah, but it'd be-
yeah,
I mean, if you guys want,
it's a
I
big
could
two-headed
make it
chicken.
a little bit easier to carry for like a minute.
I can
Or
also
10
make it
minutes.
easier to carry for 1 minute.
Well, yeah,
well,
if it's
whatever on a
1
minute.
minute,
Out of a 6-hour journey?
I'll let y'all know when I'm
Well,
on a minute.
if someone's gonna drop it, I can cast levitate on it.
okay, well have that I guess procced in case a situation arises.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so I'll say whatever you guys decide to eat for breakfast, which it appears that it will not be the eggs. Ed's carrying one, Rita's the
Well,
other.
it could
I'm
be
assuming you're
one
putting
of the eggs.
the third one on Zeus. If you're gonna eat an egg, let me know now.
We'll do it later.
Okay.
Eat the leftover fried chicken.
So you guys have a little brekkie. You break camp. You head out.
Summon some maple syrup to put on the chicken for breakfast.
Nita, nice, delicious.
Oh wait, no, I made the book. I can't. Never mind.
Oh yeah, no. Nita would sort of quietly just lead you back in the right direction. And uh, let's have Beck roll me a d20, would you?
Right.
Great, we're dead.
Alrighty.
Pull the extract.
Yeah, we're meeting a Ralphator, the white dragon.
The
The old white death.
the old white death. Oh no, icing death.
Is that a vector ice fly?
You find it surprisingly mild in temperature. It doesn't get nearly as hot as it's been the past several days. There's even a slight cool breeze to accompany your journey. And while it is difficult just having the extra weight of carrying these eggs, it's not all that hard on Ed. It's a little much for Rita, but she's still able to get it done regardless. And after about 6 hours, you make it back to the Druid's Grove. Rather uneventfully. And I will change the map.
You know,
The whole
honestly, I'm
time, Ed's just
amazed.
Good.
I'm amazed Aaron hasn't done a Monty Python and the Holy Grail horse moment yet, where he just makes 2 coconuts and just starts.
Tis but a scratch.
Just put a
The whole
push.
time back, I imagine Ed's thinking about how the one druid could have just carried all 3 in one arm.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
To be fucking fair, Cone, to be fair.
To be fair.
For the horse noise, Jarvis could have made that using his magical tinkering.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I just make
Alrighty.
the essentially the.
No, right, okay. So yeah, so as you guys return, you have essentially everything you need. You were told that Scone would be the one to perform the ritual, and he and Balfour are on the second level, but if you don't want to immediately go to them and you want to do something on the first floor, let me know.
I will ask if it's
Thank you.
okay for my mechanical companions to come up.
In this case, since you're carrying the egg, yeah, they'll
All right.
there seems to be no issue.
How do they react to Zeus?
Not well.
Some of them look pretty disgusted with it. You don't see like the main 3 guys around. They don't really, they're upstairs most of the time. From what you've observed thus far. But yeah, so most of the druids is just when they see Zeus go by, they're just like disgusted. But
Is it
you're
because
not.
of the animal hide?
I was gonna say you're not entirely sure if it's because of the animal hides or because he's mechanical, but one could easily assume it's probably the animal hides.
It's treated animal hide that's meant to apply a little bit of fear into enemies and to give a living look to the creature from afar.
Right. No, yeah, that's
It's fashionable and practical.
Yeah, fashionable and practical.
It also
I
helps
want to get
when
a
it
drink.
comes to cold weather.
Very well. What can I get for you? Oh, hold on, wait. Gotta
Kick
get a
in the
little bit
ass.
softer with it. What can I get for you?
Is there any of that Guinness left?
Well, yeah, I managed to
What
snag a
the
few
fuck
more
is
barrels,
this?
so I got plenty on tap, and he'll just like walk over and like pour a glass and perfect pour handed over to you.
Much appreciated.
Pint of Guinness.
What angle is the perfect pour?
It's like 45, and then you
Well,
wait.
you change the angle.
You
Yeah.
change the angle, and then you stop for a
As it
bit,
goes.
and then you get the nice cascade, and then you top it off.
Yeah, or you just do it the Wild West way, where they just like let it sit there and you pour it all the way, but as the foam's coming off, you take the stick and just whack the fucking foam off to the side.
Yeah, but this is a leprechaun with Guinness.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's
Don't waste any, or you get shanked.
That was more Scottish.
I imagine it tastes
don't get
different 'cause
shanked, you get shillelagh'd.
Because you have the
It's
they have the
shillelagh.
nitro Guinness. They probably haven't done that yet.
No. He doesn't seem to have modern Guinness. It's more like he's just popping over through like a Fey portal to Ireland to get the barrel.
Question: How advanced is Island society?
I mean, they're probably
Oh.
being invaded by a tea demon at the moment.
Wait a second. They already found alcohol. Never mind.
No, I get the Family Guy joke. They're all like in the 70s or something, and then they invent alcohol, and then everything just completely crashes.
Yeah.
But
Jarvis has the organs, so
alrighty, just say you guys head on up to the second floor then.
as before Jarvis begins setting up and the hand over the organs, Jarvis will ask, so I'm a bit familiar with the resurrection process just because of education and whatnot. Who's going into the ritual?
What?
In general, whenever Marcus and Gabriel should know a bit about this too. In general, whenever someone's resurrected, you have to coax the spirit back into the living world.
Yeah.
Um, usually, it's best if it's people who are close with the individual.
I
I
agree.
mean, I would love to help, but this individual does not know me. I thought I would do my part in getting the oil, so at least help with the situation.
Yeah, I only knew him a couple weeks.
I only knew him for a day or two, and he was a good kid. But yeah, didn't know much beyond that.
Nice.
I
Well,
would say of the standing individuals capable, however, Bruce is indisposed because of a thing that I've arranged
Rita.
with him. It would be Rita, Marcus, Ed, and technically Granny, but I don't feel comfortable necessarily saying anything on her part since she is not here.
Right.
So.
Like actual in character wise, it was Ed and Rita.
Yeah, Ed and
knew him
Rita
the
would be the
longest.
closest with him.
Really?
Yes, they're
Yeah.
the closest ones to him.
But you need a third person.
It'd be Marcus.
Yeah,
All
Marcus would be the third person. I think because he and Walter had a number of talks on an individual basis in which Marcus shared things with Walter.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
Did we bring
Walter
any
was.
of his stuff with us?
Hope so.
No.
No, we left. it at the
Everyone
church.
left it behind.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna be outfitting the fuck out of him.
It's just
Everything
Thanks,
he
guys.
has is back in Austin.
actually
Not
now
his
that I think
hair.
about that, if they've been preserving his body back over there, and then a reincarnated Walter.
Say that literally. What's gonna happen?
The body there will still exist, but no
So-
soul can return to it.
Right.
Yeah,
so,
it
but then
regrows.
what happens when you walk into the room and see your dead self?
Well, they
Walter
wouldn't
will
be able to
probably have a
Crazy
moment.
as hell.
They wouldn't be
Or-
able to gentle repose it the second that he's revived over here. They'd stop being able to gentle repose it there.
Oh, okay. I
Is
didn't
that
know
how that works?
Well, if a soul can't return to it, if it doesn't have a soul link to it, I would say so.
Ah, yep.
Oh, yeah,
I think you're
I
right
think
about
General
that.
I don't
It's
think
also
General
not-
Repose says anything about that.
Well, here's the thing. It helps extend the resurrection period. It also stops zombification.
Yeah, like General Repose
Oh no,
does
yeah,
a bit
because
more than that.
Kawasha was no, Gary was general opposed while the Soulmonger was selected.
Actually, Gary was dead after the Soulmonger was destroyed.
So in a weird way,
Because it was a
I-
Sarak who killed him.
Still
Yeah.
work on the corpse.
Yeah,
But
I
only
think
Kawasha
the
was.
all the resurrection
Yeah, you-
abilities
you
have
don't-
the side effect of stopping the decay.
Yeah,
That's
you
like
don't
the main
need
bonus.
a soul to be able to come back to the body in order for General Repose to work.
I mean,
Okay.
Can you
that
soul
would be
jar
interesting,
it?
though.
You could soul jar it, yes. Soul jar
That's
would work on it.
another
It's an
time.
acceptable corpse.
That's also a question for another time.
Actually, wait, no, does it need to be alive? I need to check that.
Alrighty. Well, Balfour will come over. All right. So, did you get my egg?
Egg 1.
Amazing. You people are my new favorites. I don't even remember half your names, but I love you all.
He
Oh,
sees
come
he
on.
sees
Also, the one I'm
Aaron and
handing
Marcus
him.
just hugging the other egg.
yeah, he would.
The one that I'm handing him is the one that that's on Zeus.
Okay.
So he gets a good look at him.
Are you giving him one of the more gestated eggs, or are you giving him the one
No,
with the balloon?
we're keeping the
A scrambled
new
egg.
Yeah, we're gonna turn that into eggs.
Okay. Alrighty. So you'll give him the other gestated one. He'll despite his old age, he lifts it with ease. He will
How
then.
does he react to Zeus?
He seems
He licks it.
fascinated by it. Scone, however, does occasionally look at it with disdain. Balfour will just say, though, before departing after you hand him the egg. Right, so, give Scone the oil sacks, and he will begin preparing the ritual, and then choose 3 of your members here that were closely in contact with this dear friend of yours. They will be required for the ritual. All may attend, however. I will be in my study.
Wait, sacks. That means you knew there was multiple of them.
Oh,
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Insight check!
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Guidance.
Holy shit! Okay. Yeah. Gabriel, Marcus, he's full of fucking shit. Aaron, you're not quite sure. You feel like he might be, but
I ended up dying because we didn't know there was a second one.
lying is a sin, my friend.
They might not follow your religion. Their religion line might be fine. You can't apply your morals to everything, Marcus. But I died.
Man,
I have
some
3
motherfucker-
kids back home.
well, if you had stayed dead, there was enough oil to bring you back.
How would I explain that to my wife and my kids? My kids would recognize when they come home.
Please, just
But
go
are you dead?
deep.
Not anymore. I died.
Precisely. Okay. Well, it
Just
sounds
leave
like
it at that.
everything solved
Lift.
itself. It all worked out, and then he just starts walking away. Goodbye.
You see
What is
you see
Stone doing
Gabriel's
all
like
that?
hand like shaking, reaching for one of his revolvers, and then like his other hand grabs his wrist and like kind of holds it close to his chest. Like, no, don't.
Marcus goes to him. It's not worth it.
I know it's not.
Sco's just like shaking his head, like, what the hell is wrong with So, allow me to have the oil sacks. I will begin the ritual shortly.
He said
Jarvis
sacks,
will
too.
please-
Do you need the lock of hair?
Yes, please.
I'll take
Jarvis
out
puts
the
his
lock of
hand
hair.
into the bag of holding and pull out the sack.
I mentioned it's a
He
very
does look
squelchy sound.
Though.
Yeah, it's right.
Okay, do I have my turn?
You're
No, I do
you're not quite sure if I will say this, if the one sack would necessarily be enough. So I'm just putting that out there.
This man said sax as well. Did he know?
I mean, he heard the other guy say sax, so
He did, yeah, he did hear the other guy say sax. That would just, I mean, you could
And
use
plus we're-
insight based off of body language,
I'm
but
not even bother.
and plus Aaron said you knew there was multiple, so like he knows there was multiple now for sure. So technically, there isn't really a way to verify.
right, he will step forward, quite massive, hearing the like floorboards creaking beneath him, and he will take lace sacks and the lock of Walter's hair. You'll see him like gently place the lock inside of a pouch on his belt, and then he will proceed back over in this direction. He will say though before he departs, "I will return." And
I'll be back.
I'll be back. Yeah, I will be back.
Yeah.
I lift things up and put them down. All right.
Aaron turns into Arnold. I'll be back.
Was that supposed to be a reference to someone?
What?
Now I turn back.
Is that like a important future person?
See, it's too early for you. It's too early for you. But in about 120 years, they're gonna love it.
Your kids are gonna love it.
They'll totally be alive by then.
Actually, Marcus could live that long because I don't think reborn age.
I will be waiting.
He will return about 10 minutes later, carrying with him a very
No,
large,
they age.
sort of what appears to be like a tub almost. However, it's like a clay sort of like, ceramic tub. It looks like it'd be big enough to like fit an average sized person. And he'll put it down over here in front of him, and then he will pull out chalk and begin inscribing a circle. And as he begins to inscribe it and connect the lines, they begin to glow in a green couleur. There we go.
I'm watching everything he does intently.
And he will then pull out what seems to be like from another small little pouch some like herbs and stuff, and he'll like sprinkle it over the inside of this ceramic tub, and then he will take from his belt this clay urn and begin to pour from it what seems like about one of those sacks worth of oil into the tub, and then finally he will take the lock of Walter's hair and just very delicately place it in there, and then he will turn to the rest of you and go,
So
"I
wait,
will now."
so this oil is worth at least 1,000 gold.
Yes, you can assume.
That's what the druid told us. We needed at least 1,000 gold swords.
Now, the three of you that will be participating, please step over here.
Actually, that Eagle Splendor is only if Ed accepts it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm just gonna put this out there. Does anyone? I can assist partially, though I can't be one active in the ritual. I can give some guidance.
Maybe give that to Rita.
I can technically give it to each of you.
I wouldn't mind. Seems real important.
So, for all intents and purposes, assume that you have guidance each time your turn is up.
You're capable of giving 3 people guidance?
Well, like one goes, I give them guidance. Next person goes, I give them guidance.
Yeah, this is over the course
Oh.
of an hour.
Right. Well, it's more like they're all standing together in the circle is essentially what I'm gonna do for this. So
It's also an action to cast. Unless you only allow me to do one.
right.
I mean, because otherwise I can cast Enhance Ability on all of them, but I don't think that's exactly fair.
I mean, you can guidance them if you wish to. Sure, we'll say. He'll turn to the 3 of you and go. I take it that you all have a deep connection with this friend of yours, this Walter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very well. Please, I shall stand here on this part of the circle. The other 3 of you must take a cardinal direction.
What's a cardinal direction?
North, south, east, and west.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that wasn't Gabriel. I was imitating Ed.
Yeah, I know what cardinal direction is. Damn it.
Actually, hold on. I might be able to make it bigger so that like people can actually fit on.
Just hold Alt when you're moving your thing. You're moving your token.
Just so you know, the cardinal directions are actually like this.
How do you know that?
I don't. I'm just trolling.
Owned.
What the fuck is happening?
Beck, why are you making it so simple? Don't put it on a 45
Okay.
degree.
Hold Alt while shifting it over.
No. I'm trying to increase it by 1 more size, and it won't allow me.
Maybe temperamental dick.
It might just be maxed out or something. Oh wait, hold on. No. I see what the problem is.
It gets more intense the larger it gets.
Yes.
Oh shit! I could actually upcast it. Yeah, I'll upcast at level 3 and Eagle Splendor for Rita too.
Are you sure you want to do Eagle Splendor?
Yeah.
Because if you recall, this ritual can literally take any form.
I mean, I figured they might try talking to him, and that would usually be charisma.
I'm gonna try talking to him.
Yeah, it's whatever you'll each be allowed to make a check and say.
Plus, I don't think I can choose
Also,
different
if
effects for
using,
different
like-
creatures.
Also, if you're using like the same skill twice, reduce the potency.
I don't know.
Are you going by that rule, Dylan?
What are you talking about?
If someone tries to use persuasion, another person tries using persuasion. The person trying to use their persuasion has to work with a higher DC, or must do something different.
I mean, he has the resurrection rules open, as he should.
That's what I was asking.
I do have it open, yeah. So it doesn't actually say anything like that in regards to like if more than one person uses a persuasion based check. It does provide examples though, like it says praying to a fallen paladin's god for mercy might require a participant to make a religion check. Or if you're literally just going to yell at your friend's corpse and tell him to stop lying around and get back in the fight, then you'd have to make like a
Grog's way of persuasion.
intimidation
Get the
check.
fuck up, you bitch!
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. So, so essentially, you each take your spots, and it'd be like, actually, give me 1 second. My fucking throat is killing me. I'm gonna grab water real quick. I'll be right back.
How should he beat us to the punch?
Ha!
And you advantage. How did you activate the turn order, Tom?
You have to
What?
click the token.
I didn't click the token.
Do you have your token selected when you?
No, it wasn't even for Marcus. It was for Rita.
That's
Ladies
What?
and gentlemen, we got him.
Got him.
he's gonna be so confused when he comes back. Son of a bitch.
I activated the turn order.
Eels and Escalators is an actual board game.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get it now just to play it.
You gotta learn how to make dolphin noises.
That was not a dolphin noise.
Who did that?
I think that was Anton.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Dolphins are more like.
Did you really all fucking roll initiative? I swear.
Don't ask
we
how
got
we
it on the
activated the
turn
turn order. We don't know how.
Okay. So he will look to each of you. Just kind of like give you a nod to essentially see if each of the three of you are ready. And he will then begin. He will. He has. You notice he has a very large staff, proportional to his massive stature. And upon this staff, there appears to be what looks like a alligator skull. Although you're not entirely sure, perhaps it could be one of those beasts that you had formerly fought on your way to Nunianzuru. And a variety of just like these leather cords seemingly hanging from like the inside of the upper jaw, perhaps even tied behind each of the teeth. And on these leather cords are like a series of beads, and they'd either end in like some form of like a little trinket or like a feather. And he will begin kind of like shaking that, and it starts beginning to make like this rhythmic, almost like a rain stick sort of sound with that shh, but without him needing to flip it back and forth each time. And he'll begin casting the spell, which, hold on.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Okay. So, as he kind of like sticks the staff in like in between like some cracks in the loose floorboards, just causing it to like stand upright, he begins moving his hands around, and you watch as this almost sort of green, but not sickly pale, more like grass green, and you feel like this sort of faint breeze of like nature. You actually begin to smell flowers. And he moves his hands sort of much like the Tai Chi that he was doing, and beginning to channel these like powers beyond comprehension. And as he's doing this, you then begin to notice over the tub as the circle flares, and the lights become more intense. Over the tub, a small little ball begins to coalesce. Um, Beck, what color do you say would represent
Blue.
Walter Saul Blue? Okay.
Specifically, hold on. There's a specific blue. It was the blue that I used for. Why can't I? Hold on.
Like a
There.
baby blue?
It's actually Mountain Dew Volt.
This blue.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's kind of a dark, but not quite. Yeah, it's not navy. So like this darker sort of royal-ish blue, um, begins to coalesce, and you can see through it. It's transparent in nature, but it seems, sorry, not begins. It seems to have sort of like a little life of its own. It seems almost like a little happy. It's kind of like bobbing up and down. And it just kind of remains there though. It doesn't do anything at first. But as a little bit more time passes, Scone will turn to Ed, and he will say, "Speak your part."
Is that him?
It is the beginnings of him. Yes.
What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to say magic words?
Simply speak from the heart. You wish for your friend to return, yes? Let him know this.
Oh,
So it's whatever you think you would do.
hey, Walter. Look, since you died, I've felt, I don't know, sort of responsible for, taking you on this whole damn trip, and I couldn't protect you then, but I'm real strong now, and you won't have nothing to worry about. And we made a lot of new friends, and yeah, I need you back, buddy.
Okay. So I'll say for this, just make me a persuasion check.
At advantage.
And do I have talents?
Yes.
Cool.
Nice.
Good. Oh,
Okay.
17.
okay, we take those.
You watch as the blue little orb begins to almost kind of turn in your direction, um, and brighten in its color, and it also begins to slowly increase in size. It seems as if it wishes to take a shape, but um, it's not quite large enough to form a discernible one yet. But it's still kind of like happily buzzing around, kind of in the area around the tub above it.
Did I do good?
Uh, Scone will look towards you, and he just gives you a nod. um, uh, he will begin to focus on the ritual again, and this time you begin to feel a large breeze waft through the top of the trees, blowing leaves around you guys. Almost in like sort of like as they blow past, they get caught in like a vortex around the area of the circle, but not so violent in the sense that like you fear that there's any sort of danger. But they do begin to whip around your head, and as a little bit more time passes, he does look up and towards you, Marcus, and he gives you a nod.
Well, I've never been good with words, Walter, but I blame myself a lot for not being able to revive you when I had the chance. And it haunts me. And I had the chance of giving my soul to bring you back, but I don't think that's what you would have wanted. And I'm sorry that it took this long to find you again and try to bring you back. You were the first one to see through me as my true self and not the fake Marcus that I was showing everyone. And I miss you a lot. And I hope that we can bring you back because I miss you a lot. Still remember seeing you for the first time on the train, not knowing what you were going to do or what kind of person you were going to be, but I can genuinely call you my friend. And he puts his head down.
Alrighty. So just make me a persuasion check.
Are you guided?
I believe Jarvis said that he was going to go around and.
All you're getting guidance.
Yep. Okay, so you can add a d4 to that if you wish.
Yes.
I will say, it doesn't have to solely be a persuasion check. If like you can think of something else, in terms of like
You
for
could
me to.
literally perform if you're like a bard.
Yeah, it could be. But just like in case we may or may not have to do this again in the future. Uh, but okay, Scone will give you a nod, and you will watch as the blue form begins to grow larger, uh, almost to humanoid size, uh, and you begin to see a vague outline, uh, just the general, shape of your friend Walter.
Or just
Picture
any
this.
generic person of that
Well,
physique.
yeah, or any generic, but
You
you
feel
know
like it's
it's
Walter.
you. Yeah, you feel like it's Walter. You know it's him.
Objectively, it
It's
looks like any standard humanoid, but to you,
yes,
it's Walter.
yes, but to you it's Walter. In reality, you're actually summoning Satan. Little did you know. But
Asmodeus.
yes.
It's Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh,
Look,
all of a sudden you
Ascended
watch.
Strahd von Zarovich.
Well, well, well. It looks like you fools have brought me back for a slaughter. No, sorry. Um, and the winds would sort of mellow out and not become more intense, but the vortex will be less crazy and more controlled. Um, and after a little while longer, and the light of the circle flaring even more, he will turn from his like Tai Chi movements towards Rita and give her a nod.
Hey, Walter. You know, it hasn't been easy since you've been gone.
I'm sorry, by the way.
You're good.
Um, I really miss having you here with me and Ed. And I feel really bad. But I wanted to stay until we brought you back.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's hurting my voice.
Then don't do it. You would
Thank-
regular voice.
Don't worry about it.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Anton.
it's all good, man.
Okay. I still remember when we first met. You know, when we were at that bar and the fight broke out. It was a really tough time, but we had each other's back, all three of us. You know, I remember you trying to ask your family friend to give you that letter and the tools back to your family, and somehow we convinced you to come with us to Austin. That was a really good time. And if I could do it again, I would. So please, come back, Walter.
Alrighty. Make a persuasion check.
Guidance.
And she has
At advantage.
She has evil splendor.
Okay, so just roll one more time.
One more time, and then add a d4.
Gotcha. Jeez.
Okay. So yeah, so just add the d4 to the 13.
16.
Come home, Perry. Come home. Okay. Alrighty. At that time, you begin to notice it the shape, the humanoid shape, takes on more Walter features, especially in the face, in his sort of like arms, even like his clothing. Like he's got those little like kind of muscly but also kind of scrawny, young farm boy arms.
Is he
And
supposed to be naked?
and well, this is more in like a spiritual form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I haven't gotten to the final part yet. And still this sort of less see-through and more it's becoming difficult to see through him, so I guess more corporeal. And he's like coming back into shape, and he will just slowly look to each of you and just give you a nice bright smile. Um, and then you'll watch as Scone sort of like picks the staff up once more, and he begins like shaking it with like both hands and sort of like doing a bunch of complicated movements with it. And the vortex starts to swirl much more violently, and the circle flare up again. And then you watch as like all of the leaves begin to like funnel downward in towards the tub, and that begins to glow a bright green, and you watch as the blue form of Walter begins to descend into that green, and you kind of like lose him for a moment. And now will be the part where I make my check.
Roll that d20.
Yep.
Now here's a question: you gonna roll an actual die or a digital die?
I'm going to roll an actual die.
Good man.
I want to hear the clunk.
Nat 20.
You want to hear the clunk? Yeah. All right. I need a good surface to roll it on.
Your computer.
You need a.
On my computer.
Roll it on your throbbing micro dick erection.
Wow.
Oh, what's that? A natural one? Oh, boy.
Worth it.
That must
Worth
really
it.
want Walter back.
Yeah. It's a real shame.
Flame the fire.
All right. Hold on. I will.
What's that? He even rolled to confirm, and it was another nat one.
I'm trying to find like a good surface to roll it on, so it's not like cocked or whatever. Oh, I know what to roll it on. Hold on. Give me a second.
Your fucking flat ass forehead.
Wow, look
wanna
at that.
hear
Marcus just
shit
died in the
from
middle of the
you,
resurrection.
five-head. Yeah, what? Your
Marcus
soul
just
for
gave his
his?
soul.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty.
Already.
So, let me check this and make sure.
Ooh, shit.
It was like a 6.
No. It was a 14.
That's
So
enough.
it was a 14. The base DC was a 10 because this is the first time that he's ever being brought back. And with each of the subsequent successes, which you all succeeded by rolling over a 15, essentially lowered the DC by 3 points each time. So I think like
sick.
yeah, or something along the lines of that. So basically, as long as I didn't roll a natural 1, you're good. From my understanding. Let me reread that. Yep, yeah, the DC is reduced by 3 for each successful contribution. Okay. So yeah.
How much is it reduced by a failed contribution?
Ah,
I mean, how much is it increased? I
the
should say.
DC is increased by 1.
Okay. So it's,
That's
you're not
not-
risking adding a 3. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That would be brutal.
It's
was gonna say,
increased
'cause
by
there'd be-
1.
I was gonna say because it would be an average of 0 if it was +3 and -3.
Yeah, so essentially, if this had been more than the first time he had died, for each subsequent time that you have died and been resurrected, it increases by 1 from the base 10. So
If you die
and
like
then-
20 times.
right,
And
so like
Revivify doesn't count, right?
no, Revivify does not count because so Revivify actually going forward, since I'm using these rules, this is how I'm going to do it. You'll cast Revivify and use the diamond, obviously, and then the caster themselves simply just makes a D20 roll. Well,
Yeah,
you
that's what
actually
we did
do
with
that for me to-
Gabe.
Yeah,
Spell check.
yeah. So yeah,
It was a wisdom check. It was your spellcasting check.
It's a spell check.
yeah. The caster makes a quick resurrection check by rolling a D20 and adding their spellcasting ability modifier against a DC equal to 10 plus 1 for every time the character has returned to life before. Which that was the first time, so Gabriel was fine. So, but yes. So you will then watch as all of the leaves finally fall through, and sort of like this beam of light like shoots out up towards the sky. Some of that blue intertwining with the green beam that's going up until finally it slowly all fades out. The circle begins to die down, but remains. The wind sort of like gets quiet again. Everything returns to normal. You see a lot of sweat on Scone's brow, and from the tub, you would hear noise. You would hear the sloshing of liquid. What the?
What was that?
Is that just him underwater? You would hear the sloshing of liquid. No, because it's not enough. It's not enough liquid where it would fucking drown you.
Well, there's just
So-
fucking
Yeah,
dies
yeah.
again in the resurrection tub.
Yeah, he just dies on the juices, and then you would see a naked form, rise from the resurrection tub. Walter, if you'd like to describe yourself.
All right. Rising from the tub.
You rolled already.
Rising from the tub is Walter. You see his nose, his eyes, same. His hair's a bit longer. His eyebrows same, but something new. He has stubble. All like you shaved a beard stubble, and it is like solid 5 o'clock shadow.
That's crazy.
And he seems a little shorter, actually. A bit more squat.
I'm sorry, but was your friend a dwarf before?
No,
Or
he
halfling.
was human. I'm going to take out one of my 2 entertainers costumes, Dylan,
Okay.
which would be and I'm gonna give it to him.
Walter is looking around,
No, like from my entertainers pack I have.
Oh, got
2
you.
costumes. So
Okay.
these would be like the clothes that Aaron would have used when he went to like bars to perform in his time. So this one would be the country one. So it's blue jeans, a white shirt, and then a
oh,
dark
it's not
blue
like
denim
the
jacket.
1955 Marty McFly Western clothes.
No, it's so it's a dark blue denim jacket. Yeah. Blue jeans and a white shirt.
Yeah, Walter's like he's sitting in the tub. He's looking around. Is like, Okay,
Everyone over and pick him up.
why am I cold? It's so chilly.
Walter!
Ed,
Good to see you again, kid.
Wait, are you okay? Wait, are you like... Are you hurting?
I mean, no, I feel fine.
Oh,
Any burning?
No, I'm fine. I'm cold. He looks down. He's like, "Where's my clothes?"
Yeah, that's why I'm giving you these.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
He
it's not
like,
what you wore before, but it's something.
yeah, he waits for Ed to put him down.
yeah, I'll eventually put him down.
Yeah,
Eventually, he
and-
is covered in like a thin film of this like very like
Question,
how
gelatinous
pink
is
oil.
Yeah, like
How
someone gave
pink is
birth
his
to you.
skin?
How what?
How pink is his skin?
normal color.
Yeah, I think it'd be normal color. Yeah, it's not like
Okay, so-
a
Newborn. No,
Green,
it's a new
yeah.
body,
baby.
but it's a standard adult body.
Walter.
Hey, Marcus.
Marcus starts crying.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good to see you.
I heard what you guys said. I don't blame anyone. Like, I chose this life. I wanted to be like you guys, but I mean,
That token
I guess our strategy in that regard wasn't exactly the best, lining up like that. But yeah, I had a great time. All dead though. I talked to the freaky tall man. I told him to go away. I fought some.
Wait. You saw the tall man?
Yeah. He offered me a deal. I told him to get bent.
That's more like it. I was gonna
He's-
say, you could talk to him and you just said go away.
He offered me to save your life by giving up mine.
Yeah, you mentioned that when you're convincing me. He like does quotations.
Shut up.
Excuse me, but tall man?
Oh, who are you?
Sorry, my name's Travis. I joined up with the troop in Washington.
Okay, is that a? What's wrong with your dog?
He's mechanical.
He's a good boy.
Hey, there's a lot to catch you up on. It's been a while.
But, tall man?
You said you fought someone while you were dead?
Yeah, you were there, sort of. It wasn't you, but it was you.
What?
Are you mentioning the?
Wait, were you back in my world?
No. We were in like some place called Boat Town. Boat via. And there is this vampire guy. He's like strong von Strawn von Zorro and
No, say because that what my rat dude kept saying.
Does anyone actually know who it is?
Make a history check.
Gotcha.
It would only be people from that world, though, wouldn't it?
The Faerun dwellers.
Yeah, it's just to see if Faerun.
Actually, did
people
the lawyer mention Strahd?
That's true.
Yes, he did.
Yes! Oh wait, I don't get +2.
Oh, wait, if he
three.
mentioned him.
That's big 3.
Marcus got a nat 20.
Okay.
I don't know shit.
So Ed, yeah, no, you don't. No, none of this is ringing a bell. Aaron, yeah, you remember Octavian Tiber saying something about a Strahd von Zarovich, and it sounds very familiar to what Beck is saying here. Marcus, yeah, Strahd von Zarovich, Dreadlord of Barovia, this place that people would get spirited away to. You also remember that Octavian said something about him as well.
You mean Strahd von Zarovich?
I think that's what he said his name was. I mean, he wasn't exactly repeating it constantly. I could have swore when I first kicked in the door that he said he was Strong von Zorro, but Strong von Zarovich sounds a lot better.
Very arrogant vampire.
Yeah, he definitely was rather mad at me after I stabbed him in the crotch and killed him.
Killed him?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, not alone. Aaron was there. Well, some Aaron was there.
So,
Oh, Arian.
Did I recognize you there?
No, I recognized you. I like it's good to see Aries. Like I don't know who you are.
If this is canon, would I know that Strahd already died once?
mm, you would know that he's rumored to be dead. I would say that'd be about the extent of it. And as for the people that killed him, you're not sure.
Rumors of his demise were greatly
Really
exaggerated.
Really
Exaggerated,
exaggerated.
I will say, in terms of like the canon of all this, while what he's saying is something that you and Aaron can recognize, for all you know,
This is just some crazy dead hallucination.
yeah, this could have just been what his afterlife was for some odd fucking reason.
Strangely, the one that he knew the shortest time was the one he saw in there, though.
I mean, I don't think I'm afraid of vampires anymore. Like I was able to kill 2 of them. I killed one of his wives, and then I killed him.
I don't know if you've noticed this yet, Walter. You're not human anymore.
I'm not. He looks down and is like, "Oh," and then he goes to scratch his cheek, and then he feels the stubble, and is like, "What?" And it just starts like patting his face.
Is he reborn?
When you look down, no, he wouldn't have reborn stats. It's literally reincarnation.
Reincarnate.
Why isn't his picture showing up?
I know, that's what I DM'd you. I don't understand why it's not functioning. I don't know how to fix that.
Did you store a default tile? Unset the default tile.
That should fix it.
Oh, hold on. Let me try. Like if I go to the token editor and then just like remove image.
Yeah. Not the main image. There should be default token right below, like where the profile picture is.
Oh, okay. So if I hit edit, all right.
And then like remove it or something.
There isn't anything there.
I mean, look at the top right corner. It should say something about remove.
There's remove the image you set, but then there's default token optional, and then it's saying click. Would it be edit token properties? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not knowing how to. Try after I did the one thing. Let's see if that worked. Nope. I'm not sure.
So you might need to delete the picture and re-upload the picture.
Yeah, you delete it. I'll reinsert it.
All right, got you. Hold on. But yeah, so Walter, you would notice when you look down, strangely enough, while everything else of yours is not on you, one thing does remain. The necklace that Lane gave you.
Oh, Ed has that currently.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh, actually, that would have been a great indicator of whether or not Lane was dead.
Yes. Okay, so then never mind. I made a big mistake.
There he is.
Hey. Okay. Yeah. Retcon that. I didn't
Make him
say
big.
those words. Make him big. Okay. Hold on. What is it? Control Z or is it Shift Z?
Oh, the jump scare.
No, but I mean, Ed would know probably to give that back
There
to
you go.
Walter. Walter with the Giga Chad chin.
Yeah. Look at that.
Sculpted.
Beautiful.
That's not a denim jacket.
I mean, that's him wearing his clothes after they've been readjusted.
But yeah, sorry about that. My bad with the necklace bit. But yeah, no, you would definitely, yeah, you'd notice the stubble, and you definitely, I don't know if you'd notice it just from a first person view, but you definitely feel like you're shorter.
Yeah, Ed, did you get taller?
Did I?
You seem taller.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, all of you seem taller. Rita seems
No,
taller.
I mean, I think you're shorter for sure.
Yeah, kid, you seem a bit shorter than last time I saw you.
Rita runs over to Walter and hugs him.
Walter!
You look a lot
We're
like
almost the same
dwarves
size,
in
Rita.
Glacier Break.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you guys went to Glacier Break?
Yeah, we're gonna head
Yeah,
back there.
yeah. There's a new rising star there on the entertainment scene.
Ooh.
Oh jeez. We gotta.
I wonder if Zaren's heard of him.
Brothers of the mind rejoice.
But yeah, it's yeah, he'll hug Granny, Rita, Marcus,
Oh,
Ed,
Granny, it's so
and
good
you'll
to see you
you'll
again.
give Gabe and Aaron nods of acknowledgement because he's not really close with them.
Yeah, you would also this is God, Jarvis and this new character over here, this girl Nita.
I mean, she kind of
Aaron-
scares
Aaron would
him
go
because
for
her
the
hand is
handshake.
weird, and he's afraid to approach the dog.
Aaron would go
But-
for the handshake if you don't turn it.
Oh
down.
yeah, he wouldn't turn it down.
Not-
Yeah, and then just massive scone. He'll just right. I should let you have this moment.
is it normal for him to not look normal like himself?
As a part of the spell, the form in which they reincarnate into is up to the gods, so to speak. However, apparently, since the Wild West: The Reckoning expansion, a new table has been added upon which people can roll.
Yeah, we pre-rolled it and had 3 options. One was the bug thing.
Yeah, you roll the Thrycreen, and then I think it was a hobgoblin.
Yeah, a hobgoblin and then a hill dwarf.
Yeah. and
I'm
then
sorry, you mean a robald, right?
A robold. Yeah, it would have been a robold. But yeah, hill dwarf was definitely the way to go because that massively buffs his HP.
Hill dwarfs are the taller of the two, right?
No, mountain dwarves are the taller.
Mountains
of
are taller. Okay.
Mountain dwarves can be a maximum of 5 feet tall, whereas I believe hill dwarves' maximum height is just under that at around 4'8".
I feel like
There's still medium though.
I feel like I understand rocks better now, though. Like,
Yes. You get it.
You got proficiency in. I understand rock too.
I like
just
how
the
you,
one.
for some reason, I understand rocks better.
yeah, here's the.
Yay!
I
Look at these cool things I have.
I do have a question now that your companion is back. How long do we plan on staying here?
Shit,
Oh, actually, that's a great question. Where are we?
Oh,
We're in Washington.
Washington Jungle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stay in here. I don't know, but before we go back to New Neanzer, we still gotta figure out what's up with the trade path.
Oh yeah, there's some.
I mean, I believe that was the Thunderbirds that were causing issues to it. Now that we killed them, it should be fine.
Yeah, so it's the fucking
Yeah,
birds.
we don't want to go. We want to go over there and be like, all right, everything. Yeah, we'll just leave it to them.
No.
Yeah, and then we gotta go back there anyway, cause you got that meeting, Ed, with the big guy,
Yeah, I'm gonna get a dinosaur.
and I got some stuff to
Wait,
pick up
you have a
there,
meeting
too,
it?
anyway.
Yeah, well, I finally got into the fighting pits and I kicked their ass, and I got a shitload of money, and everybody got a shitload of money because they all bet on me and they won because they're smart and yeah.
So we got an audience with the prince.
Hey,
You're meeting royalty, Ed. I'm so proud of you. You're moving up in the world.
Yeah, it was bound to happen.
Gabe's like, he's like, I don't think he's actually royalty, but
they're merchant princes.
Yes.
is that like a the son of a king who trades?
It's in the name. It's princes.
No, I think it's like their government's run by the people that own the businesses.
It's like a rich.
It's an
I think-
oligarchy, even
thought
though
it was-
that word doesn't exist yet for y'all. I don't
Well,
think
I thought it was called. A
it might
fiefdom.
exist.
I thought it was
Sorry
called a fiefdom.
I'm sorry to say, Walter, but I haven't met Abraham Lincoln yet.
I mean, I wasn't
No,
expecting you
oligarchy.
to.
Oligarchy exists, yeah.
Upward path. We're gonna meet Abe Lincoln.
You think so?
I mean, if
I
we,
think so.
I mean, if me confronting that jerk in Austin triggered anything, we might end up actually meeting someone.
Oh man, we got to figure out what the fuck happened back in town.
What jerk are you talking about?
God
You
damn.
remember one of the president, not the president, the I guess he was the president, the general's right hand man, not Davy Crockett, the other guy,
Oh, right, yep.
the guy who definitely was behind all the killing of Mexicans at the border.
Yes, I do remember that.
It's David Bowie.
Wait,
Dave,
you look exactly like what? Well, what? How did
I'm
it?
David Bowie, and these are my diamond dogs.
Aaron's just why is he? What?
So you remember how you kept noticing weird stuff going on with my face? Yeah, we figured it out at the college.
Is he actually Abe Lincoln?
He
I
does
actually-
appear like
would-
Abe
And
Lincoln.
he sounds like him too.
Now
Oh
that
my
was
God!
fascinating.
I know him.
No, you don't.
Oh.
You know the movie version of him.
Yeah, you know the movie,
Well,
specifically
I
the
didn't watch-
Lincoln.
No, it's not Lincoln because I would instead of watching that, I watched Abe Lincoln Vampire
You are
Slayer.
Vampire
Hunter.
Yeah.
So it's the Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter version.
That movie was insane when he was just like not angry enough, and then he just chops the whole tree down. Oh my god, that's a good. I feel like that's a B movie. That's a good B movie.
What a B
Does,
movie.
does
But
Walter
I
have
feel
a
like
weapon?
it's close enough that if any of them had
No.
actually met him, they'd recognize him.
I mean, I could use war hammers and battle axes, light hammers, hand axes now. Like I understand how those work.
What about a
Didn't you get
pitchfork?
proficiency with the gun?
I miss I'd like my Smith tools though.
Yeah, we're gonna get you back to your pitchfork.
Didn't,
Yeah,
didn't you
Yeah,
get proficiency with the
we
gun?
we left all them back in Austin.
No, I just kind of like watched you use your gun for a bit, and then like I understood how it worked, but it's been a while. I don't really remember it anymore.
Excuse me. In the meantime, since you are without any of your tools or armaments, I can help supply some of them.
Ooh, that would be helpful, Mister
Java Slim Smith.
Mr. Lim Smith. Actually, how old is Jarvis?
Jarvis is. Give me a moment.
Oh fuck! If he came back, he comes back as an adult. So
He was 18.
you come back as an adult, as a dwarven adult, which is
Oh,
Oh,
much
no.
older.
Oh yeah, he's like at least 100, right?
He doesn't know
Dwarven
that.
age.
That's
Yeah.
how that is.
So,
Nice.
so
That is how
That's
the
a-
spell works. Though.
That is how it works, yes.
yeah, so
At
if I'm
both-
If,
He's 50.
yeah, the way it works.
No,
guys,
they're
is if
they're
a baby-
mature
if
at
a-
the same rate as humans. So technically he's 18, but culturally they're young until they're 50. Same with elves. Elves are culturally young until they're 100.
So it doesn't matter if you died of old age or if you died as a baby. If reincarnate is cast on you, you come back as an adult.
Jarvis is.
Reincarnate is actually the only spell that works on reviving the old. Actually, Revivify works too, I think. But they'll
No,
instantly
it's
die of
not.
old age.
Not necessarily instantly, but it won't be long. And then we get into quantum life and
Oh, God.
quantum death, and
so Jarvis, you're saying
I'm 27.
okay.
Jarvis is 27.
Jarvis is older than Aaron.
Maybe I'm
Yeah,
27.
Jarvis, however, will approach.
Does he look older, or like does he look older than he is, or is he very much 27?
Jarvis,
Dead.
I feel like he would look older because I mean, like he's got the white hair. You've got like 2 mechanical limbs. You've definitely seen some like wear and tear.
Oh yeah.
I too.
Walter would probably think he's like in his 50s.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I've just been assuming that this whole time.
Wow.
I mean, it's
I
white
mean,
hair.
he does. Yeah, he does look much
White
older.
hair. You've lost both arms. Are your arms magical by any chance?
Yes, they are.
Never mind.
You were gonna try and animate them.
Jarvis, there's
Yeah.
there's something. Mr.
Yeah,
Limsmith, I can't put my finger on it, but looking at you is it's weird.
Commoners.
If it's not an offensive, I don't mean this in an offensive way, but like there's something weird about you.
Something weird.
If it helps,
Be
I
fa-
have seen some shit.
There's something weird about all of us, I think.
I mean, I have something now. Something weird about me. I suppose actually that I had a lot weird about me before. I was just a kid from Maine who was out adventuring when he probably should have been back home smithing.
Oh shit! And Aaron runs off to talk over here.
Speaking of which, are you capable with any arms or armaments?
Oh yeah, like I said, I understand some dwarven weapons now, but I was actually really good at using my smith tools as a weapon. I had a pitchfork.
Jarvis will flex his left arm as a small smithing hammer comes out. As he pulls it out with his right arm and hands it to you.
Oh, thank you. Does it like grow into a pitchfork, or is it just a small hammer?
No. This is part of his regular smithing tool.
Oh, okay. Not exactly what I normally use, but it'll work until I get my stuff back. Thank you, Mr. Limsmith.
Also,
You know, for someone who's at your age, it's honestly amazing that you've made it so far despite all your injuries.
how old do you think I am?
50?
27.
No.
Time
Yeah.
has not been kind.
No, it hasn't. When working on oneself's body, certain things should and shan't be done.
Actually, now that I'm looking, it looks like you have like, is that like minor acid burns on your face?
Acid burns. I don't have acid burns on my face.
Oh, I guess it just, you look old. Okay.
My eyes are red.
Yeah, you probably should see a doctor about that.
Your eyes
All
are red.
I have, it's totally psychological.
That makes no sense.
I heard your eyes are bread.
Red. Yeah.
I have done
What
nothing
do
but
you see?
teleport bread for 3 days.
Anyway, I also heard you are quite a skilled craftsman.
Oh, yeah, my father taught me a bunch of dwarven smithing techniques because, well, before I was born, my father's family, his family rescued a dwarf after they came through the reckoning. His name was Zarin. They nursed him back to health, and as a show of gratitude, they taught my family a bunch of dwarven smithing techniques, and they became one of the best blacksmiths in Upper Maine and I guess the Union, probably.
Ooh.
My dad actually, the reason why he wasn't sent off to fight in
What was your last name?
Smith.
Just Smith.
Just Smith. Yeah. There is a Smith family that does have quite the reputation in New England, and
I was
I
about
would
to say, can I make a history?
You probably have heard of them in your profession.
Walter,
Yeah,
that
in your
means- that means
profession,
you're a
you've
big
definitely heard of
fucking
them.
deal. You ain't no ordinary guy.
What did you
I
say,
mean-
Luke? I didn't hear everything.
That means you're a big deal.
I wouldn't say I'm a big deal. I'm the son of a big deal.
Walter.
That makes you a big deal by proxy.
Yeah, well, but you learned how to be a big deal. I mean,
Proxy?
Yes, so you're not familiar with that word?
Proximity.
Oh! Okay, yeah, I understand.
And
Aaron rushes back over. We should actually probably get back to New Nianzuru kind of quick. I just thought of something, and that's why I ran off.
What?
Walter, your parents haven't had a letter from you in months.
Oh, they're used to that. But
I mean, you seemed like you were sending pretty frequently.
I mean, I sent
And
them.
I don't think any of us. I don't think.
I mean,
any of us
in
thought
your.
you,
I mean, actually, no. Aaron didn't see him send any letters. Actually, maybe
you
one.
sent one as soon as we got. Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
one.
you sent one when we got back.
Yeah, you only saw him
Yeah, and
send one.
he knew you for 2 weeks, and you sent one, so that seems pretty frequent.
Anywho, well, I
I haven't
myself.
sent a letter in.
I mean, so far in this adventure, I've only sent them about 4 letters. But yeah, I should definitely send them a letter telling them that I'm alive. And
a dwarf.
shorter. I'm like Zarin now. Although I think he's a mountain dwarf. What kind of dwarf am I?
You look like a hill dwarf.
Ah,
You look like a hill dwarf. I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you are all wishing to depart, you may do so. I'd suggest perhaps spending the night, though. It is a bit later in the day.
Yeah.
Also, your friend, Bruce, I believe his name was.
He's still in the
will
observatory,
be
right?
staying with us for a time. You don't need to worry about him, though. Do any of you possess a means of magically communicating?
Me and Marcus both have sending.
Very good. Then, I do not
Dude, but
possess
only
the spell
close up.
myself.
Does Bruce have it? He might.
Let me check.
While he's doing that, so, Mr. Smith.
Oh, just Walter's fine.
Okay, Walt.
Just not Walt. Walt, I don't like Walt.
Well, then, I request the same
Yes,
courtesy
ma'am.
of calling me Jarvis. You don't need to call me Mr. Lim Smith.
Oh, I can't do that. That's rude.
Alright, I
he's
also.
only 9 years older than you.
I'm gonna stab you.
Oh my god!
Walter's like taken aback by this. Okay, Jarvis.
No, sorry, getting interrupted. A little agitated. What I was gonna say was, I also come from a family of renowned inventors, though you're probably more renowned in the fact of making solid objects. Mine's more as he flexes his right arm as the blade comes out. Mechanical.
I mean, I've dabbled in some mechanical stuff. In fact, I believe I invented something down in Austin, a trailer hitch for carts.
That's right, at Big Jim's.
Jarvis, was it?
Wait, you
It's
invented
it's
trailer hit?
yeah. I thought. I mean, I was like, we had 2 carts. I was like, well, if trains could do it, why can't carts?
Let me tell you, everyone in the future uses trailer hitches.
Really? Was it? Did I invent them?
I don't know who invented the trailer hitch.
Well, that being said, I would love it if you would work with me on some projects.
Sure. I mean, I'll need my tools back. I had some cartography tools, some brewer supplies, mason tools, carpenter's tools, wood carver's tools, tinker tools, and of course my smith tools.
But for the time being, I can let you borrow my smithing and tinker's tools because I do not have copper.
Oh, I also had weavers. Did I have cobblers? No, but I did have a gun cleaning kit.
Oh yeah, you did have the gun cleaning kit.
Well, if you're working on something at a time, I can make some temporary tools for you.
That would be helpful, but
Also, Jarvis, on that topic, I've been meaning to talk to you as well about some invention ideas of bringing some of the future to the now.
Oh,
Dylan, am I
level 5 or am I level 6?
You're level 6.
Okay.
actually, aren't we level 7,
No.
Dylan?
Not yet.
Damn it,
Soon.
soon.
Soon, my brother.
The Temple of Soon?
The temple. Of
We're all gonna have an orgy. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm a religious guy now. Well, yeah.
Oh well.
Well, Elaborate. What do you mean inventions of the future?
I don't. You are the kind of guy that makes stuff, and you have Walter to help you now too. I don't have anything in particular, but like
Could you
there's a lot of things that just make stuff more convenient that aren't here, and it seems
Allow-
like some of it might. I don't want to get into all of it right now. There's more pressing things at this moment.
Oh, which reminds me, as I go over, is the man still here? Is the big guy still here?
Oh yeah, Skern is standing there. He's just kind of like patiently
I
waiting.
hand over the notebook and I say, "Would you, if you could, you may copy that into another notebook. That is an autopsy of the Thunderbird."
Ah, thank you. This will be good to add this to our library. I
Also,
won't be the one to do it, but I know just the person.
Also,
recommend-
boring lore quests for Marcus, Aaron, and Ed.
Oh.
Yeah, when also Anton, when Walter came back, you saw a little yellow glowing exclamation point appear above his head.
The fuck is that?
He
Oh,
has a quest.
yeah, I don't know. Just one day, I just when I woke up one morning, a yellow exclamation point appeared above my head, and I was able to help people out that way, like
Yeah.
help like tell them like, hey, I got it's like I don't know how to explain it in lore.
Oh,
I missed this.
that is interesting.
I also have an uncanny ability of surviving things, except for the time that I
Um,
died. But other than that,
Jarvis' eyes will flicker with detect magic. Is that exclamation point radiating
Nope.
magic?
No, no. It's
Then
literally
he's
just
baffled.
yeah. It is strange to you.
it is not arcane nor divine. It is not mechanical. It is something. It's probably quantum.
Some say if you have true sight, you could see the DM holding the exclamation point over his head.
Wait, it's made out of flesh-eating bacteria.
No, no, it's space fungus.
It's
Cosmic
the flood.
fungus.
Ed, weren't you holding on to something of Walter's? Like, so he does have at least one of his things.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was wearing this necklace. It's kind of more like a choker on me though, so it was a little uncomfy. Yeah, here you go.
Oh yeah, I can't lose that. Lane will be sad. Actually, no. He said he can get it back any time. It's good to know he's alive.
What?
Who?
Lane. You don't remember Lane?
You would also notice there are
Oh.
2 additional teeth.
Oh man, he's been busy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there are now 5.
He said he'd be doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, he said he was gonna like take down the government or something. I don't know, some kind of crazy Florida stuff.
Yeah, crazy Florida stuff.
She's probably like making gators into cannons and stuff,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
I find hard to believe. But
Marcus is the sign of the cross, so I can't wait to hear this again.
I'm sure he's teamed up with some real friendly folks.
Yeah, like one guy that hates Diggy Diggy Hole.
And one guy who loves Diggy Diggy Hole.
Who would hate Diggy Diggy Hole?
The duality of
Asshole,
men.
really.
Sorry about that. Did not mean to leave abruptly.
No,
There
it's
are
all
2
good.
kinds of people: those who love Diggy Diggy Hole and those who have never heard it.
Walter is very much a part of the never heard it.
so Scone will just right. So your friend Bruce. If one of you in let's call it. Let me figure. I think he told me. I think it's 3 more sessions. Well, no, this would technically be the second session, so 2 more. Let's call it 3. In 3 sessions time, one of you should just send me, and I will respond with the status of what your friend is undergoing. Give me your location, and we have a means of transporting through trees that we have become familiar with. For example, I could transport you to different locations around this
Oh,
America.
Oh, so like, could you get us back to Neanza real quicker?
Did you get me to my grandmother's house in California?
I don't want to get like sitting in the middle of nowhere. It's like, oh, we're in fucking.
Oh, that actually, I do have 2 requests on our way back to Austin. Can we stop in California, San Francisco, and can we stop in a city in Southern Glacier Break?
Anval's going really south
take
and
a
going
damn
really...
San Francisco is quite out of the way.
Yeah, but Gate Town is like kind of southish.
Gate Town's like mid Glacier Break, I think, because Glacier Break's like the whole Rockies, right?
They have
Oh.
claimed the whole Rockies as their sovereign nation. You're not entirely sure how far the mines progress, or if there are any like sub-cities to the main glacier break that you would gained access.
Walter would know the city that Zarin is from, though, and you said that was in Southern Glacier Break.
So it would be. I'll just be a basic bitch for now until I have
New
a better name for it.
Hrackhammer.
New Hrackhammer? Sure. Wait, New Craghammer, is that what you said?
Harak. HR.
Oh, Harakhammer?
It's in Chult. Hrackhammer's in Chult.
That actually would make sense.
San Francisco's not that out of the way.
So sure, yeah, we'll say he's from New Hrackhammer. There we go.
The first day wouldn't be there if you're doing the actual.
Oh, it's like Hrackhammer. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zarin, the guy that my family befriended and saved. We're friends with his family. I've never actually been to his place. Always kind of wanting to visit there, but his family lives in New Hrackhammer, I mean, we've met his family a couple times. They come up to our place and they celebrate Christmas with us, but yeah, they recognize that they don't follow the religion, of course, but they very much appreciate the drinking and the partying and the gift giving.
Yeah, those are good things.
And probably all the ham and food and stuff too.
Oh, they love the turkey. And the rum ham? Rum ham occasionally.
Oh, the rum ham!
A question for you, Walter.
Yes.
Do you prefer wielding your pitchfork with one hand or two?
Two. But,
Alright.
I mean, I could do it with one hand. It doesn't change anything.
I'm just making notes.
If you were to quantify how much damage I do holding it one hand versus two hands, it doesn't change. I just do about a 1d4 plus my strength modifier of damage.
Can you use a dagger, Walter? I have an extra dagger.
I'm not proficient in daggers.
But are you proficient in hammers? Yes.
I understand dwarven weapons now. Some reason they make sense. I close my eyes and I can see myself wielding them. It's weird. Just like how I understand stones now, and rocks.
Well, I have some projects that I wish to make. I have some concepts I'm going to have written down.
Wait, do you know runes?
Runes?
But I might
Yeah, like my runes.
It's the same script, yeah, but it's different languages.
I mean the letter. Oh no, your runes are the fuck tattoo.
Yeah.
So I mean that looks like English, but no.
I think he's talking about his giant.
Oh, the giant. I mean the letters look familiar. Wait, why do the letters look familiar? Oh no, Walter already knew Dwarvish. That's right. You already knew Dwarvish.
Never mind that.
It's not a new thing for him.
I could tattoo you something.
That sounds painful.
Yeah.
The pain is good for you.
Oh, why is he here?
Yeah, we'll table it.
No, that's I was trying to do like Granny.
Granny.
Yeah.
The pain brings out the blood rage.
Yeah, the pain.
I'd
Yeah,
I mean,
Granny's had a few, a
you
few
bleed
extra blood
when
rages.
you tattoo, right? I don't really like blood.
Only if the person who's tattooing you is
Yeah,
bad.
well,
I figure Ed probably gives prison tattoos instead of real tattoos.
well, I'm learning. Damn it.
I can technically help teach you.
Yeah, man, pretty good. I'm getting good, I think.
Any who's it's? I have projects that I plan to make. Each of you are going to be getting at least something from me in the future. I just need to make stuff. Tell me, do you think you'd use a halberd, Walter?
I honestly, I'd rather use my pitchfork.
I'll make you.
We gotta get back.
Can
to
you
Austin
enchant
and
my
get the
pitchfork?
I can
We
make
don't
you.
have it.
I can make you a better pitchfork.
No, I'd rather
Well,
just use the pitchfork. Just
yeah,
could you
so-
make the pitchfork better? Like I don't want a better pitchfork. I want my pitchfork to be better.
Yeah, we gotta get to
Fine.
Austin to get your pitchfork.
Might have to either modify the shaft or modify the blade.
I mean, I've already
would
replaced
say
the shaft once, so
There is a tree I am familiar with, and I would be capable of sending you there if you wished.
Send
But
us
you
where?
said that you had business here. To Austin, of course.
I mean, Ed has that
Oh.
dinner and
I gotta get a dinosaur.
Right.
Yeah, and
right.
I have a custom order I gotta pick up in Nianzuru.
Right. But as for Nianzuru, unfortunately, we have yet to work out a deal with the merchant princes where we're allowed to do that. Also, there aren't really any trees that are large enough there that I could open to.
I mean, you haven't seen any of the trees just outside of the city.
How about like the beach or, and then we
There-
could call our captain.
There.
Be like, hey,
oh,
Yeah, actually,
sure,
along the
yeah.
coast, just straight west from here would be good.
I believe I'm familiar with the tree that I could put you within proximity.
You make it sound like he has to have conversation with the tree.
I mean, they're druids, so
Yeah, they're druids, and like that's kind of the way how I've always seen them. He needs consent, you know. He can't.
I
he
think
just
I think it's just you
opening up
need to have
strayholes.
seen the tree.
yeah,
In
you know the druids.
In
they have-
reality, yes, this is flavor.
every time you want to do transport via plants, you gotta talk to the big tree in the middle of what is it, White Castle?
Whitestone.
White-
Sundry
Oh, yeah.
A-okay.
Okay. Yeah, that was just too funny to me.
Oh crap. I don't have a piece of metal anymore. Oh wait, no, I can use the hammer. Yeah.
a piece of metal.
Yeah, it's a piece of metal.
For,
Walter will just cast Arc Zap off into the distance.
Yeah, you just.
Got it.
Jarvis literally raises up his arms. Will anything do, or are you looking for something to consume?
No. I can use the hammer. It's fine. Thanks for the offer, though.
But right, I can transport you tomorrow if you so wish, but I do need to rest for now.
Yeah, I think it's better to wait till so we have more daylight anyway.
I agree.
The ritual has taxed my stamina. I will be going to bed now. I know it is quite early, but
I mean,
Thank you
that
again
whole
for your
ritual
help.
took an hour,
yeah, still though.
and
it's
we
not
got
difficult.
here 6 hours after we woke up. So
Woke up
it's
at 8.
probably early afternoon.
I mean, it's your choice. You can attempt to leave now?
Uh,
We probably should rest because like
We should
we've
rest.
wasted half the day. Well, you've wasted half the day bringing me back. Sorry for being an inconvenience.
You're fine.
Goodbye.
I want to
You're
say
not an
wasted.
inconvenience.
Plus, I think if I spend some time with you guys, I might be able to pick up some more things again because it's been a while. I mean, I understood a bit of magic from you, Marcus, but right now I'm spacing out on it at the moment.
I understand.
What's Gabriel? What's your plan? I know you were coming along with us to bring him back.
Yeah, I was. I think I'm probably gonna stick around for the dinner at New Ranzru, and then I'm gonna head off to back to Manitoba. Well, actually, no, Manitoba doesn't exist yet. I'm gonna head off to Rupert's Land in Canada. Time I see my family again. Plus, I got some letters from cousins and friends up there that some trouble's brewing between the my people and the government.
Government.
When you mentioned that about family, Rita steps out and she goes, "You know, I think it's time that I went back with my."
Oh shit! There's a talking cat.
Oh my god!
I'm joking.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, we saw your family. Y'all got the whole underground shit.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're back, Walter. I feel like I've been.
I mean, if
Too
we
long.
know your family's alive now, like if you have to go out and find them, you have to go out and find them.
I know.
And we can talk to him. We met the other flower.
I mean, if we ever need, like Marcus, if Gabriel, Mr. Morin is leaving, Marcus can message you whenever we're missing you.
Oh, for sure. And this isn't an easy decision. And if you ever need me for anything, I'll always be there.
Barring travel time, of course.
Of course.
Players care more about the character than the person that made them.
I guess we'll get to that. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna get my fucking dinosaur.
Dylan, question for you, man.
Yeah, what's up?
How are you doing crafting rules?
You need the what is it? It's like the monetary cost, and then like
Are you doing a Xanthos guide?
yeah, essentially, but like also partially Hammond's handbook. It's a little mixed.
It's fine. I just
Little
need
column
to
A,
know.
little column B.
Yeah, literally.
That's fine. I
Do
just
you at the artificer level that you get like the cheaper production of magic items?
not yet.
Okay.
Once I'm level 17, I become world class in my artisan tools. So whatever the hell that means, Dylan will have to figure it out because that's literally what it says in the ability.
Oh, does it really say?
It's like your DM will have to.
For that, Dylan.
It's like your DM. Speak with your DM with what that means because D&D crafting rules is too scary for print.
I will say this. I believe at 10th level I get the cheap cost. Right now I just have expertise.
So around this point, you would begin to hear almost like a pigeon, but louder.
Should it be an owl?
This is a
They're
metagame.
coming for our egg, Marcus.
No.
Protect it.
Those were.
Get away! Get away!
I vaguely remember those being the noises made, like that sort of like weird coo to it. Oh my god!
Why can't I resize it?
As in would swoop,
Why is the egg dancing?
a familiar
It's not.
creature.
What is that?
It's coming for the eggs! It's coming for the eggs! Marcus pulls out his gun.
No, this
No,
is the one we rescued back
Yeah.
at Gate Town.
Oh.
Blades drawn.
Oh.
Oh crap! Is that thing? Oh,
You
yes,
puff
you
up
found
a
us.
little bit.
No, put your weapons down.
Oh shit! We don't have tongues prepared today.
Can someone elaborate?
We saved this creature at Gate Town.
And then for some reason, Rita decided to go out in the middle of the night to go befriend it, and she did. And then brought it back to Gate Town, and that caused a whole commotion. And then I cast tongues on it because it worked, and it was able to understand us. And target eliminated on Luke's side.
Did I do something right today? I have tongues.
Oh, you have tongues.
Yeah, but do you have Revivify?
No.
Is it on your sheet at all, though?
No. Wait, what, you mean Revivify or tongues?
Revivify.
Revivify.
Oh, no, it's still not on my sheet.
Motherfuck!
Put it on your sheet right now.
Do it right now.
It's
Do
easy.
it.
Just search Revivify and drag it onto your sheet.
I go over to thing and cast tongue.
Cast out. The target speaks. The creature knows at least one language and can hear the target and understand. Okay, very well. You cast tongues on it.
I put
Hi.
Revivify in my sheet.
Hi.
Oh fuck! It talks.
No, it can't talk. It only understands.
No, it says
never mind.
any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says.
Yeah, it understands us. It can't speak. So if we cast it on it, it can understand us, but it can't speak. If we cast it on ourselves, it won't understand it because it doesn't know
Okay.
language.
Never
When the
mind. Yeah,
target
it just
speaks,
goes.
any creature that knows at least one language, target
Moreover, when the target speaks.
No, what Beck's saying is that it's not a language that it's speaking.
It's just making sounds.
Yeah, it's just making animalistic sounds. This is by the way, this is an owl dragon. It seems to be a hybrid between an owl and a dragon.
Alter is hiding behind Granny.
Would you what?
Would drivers know about these things?
Dragon hybrids. They yeah, you would know of them.
Walter's not hiding very well.
No, you're not hiding very well at all.
Walter, it's friendly. Come here.
No.
Come here.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
come here. Pet its head.
No, I died to one of these things. Not this thing, but a different kind of hybrid dragon.
It looks kind of confused. but-
So, why is it here?
I go up to Walter.
Oh
and,
God, the dog! I'd rather be near the thing.
I go up to Walter and touch Walter on the shoulder and say it's okay, and cast heroism on him.
Oh.
Me and being frightened.
It would just start to like nudge you very very gently with its beak.
Walter will stroke its head very
Why
calmly,
is-
like he seems like completely changed now.
Why is it here?
Why is it?
I mean, we told it to come up find us after we got out of Glacier Break.
Yeah, Rita literally told it to meet her on the other side of the mountain.
Did
It's
Rita
just-
say that?
No, we all did. We told it
Well,
to
you all did.
because
but,
we couldn't take it on the train underground.
So who's taking the Deus Ex animal?
It's meant for Rita.
Okay, just was clarifying.
Yeah, it's Rita's way home.
And she did befriend. Fuck. I mean, she did befriend it.
Okay, I have something planned for this. Give me 1 second.
You don't have to leave right now. It's here as like a means of her leaving. If you want to like celebrate with them tonight from bringing Walter back, then she can just go. in
how
the
do you-
morning.
How do you put gifts in Roll20?
You just
But as long as it ends with .gif, you can just paste it now. You don't have to do the fancy thing I used to.
Oh,
have to
can
do.
you? This is a JFIF. Fuck.
the fuck's a
JPEGs
J.
will work. PNGs will work, and GIFs will work.
Gifts will work.
I will
alright.
give Rita one of my. I'm gonna give her one of the future rations. That
Okay.
has the Slim Jim and Twinkie in it still. The one that we ate the bag of chips out of.
Okay. Okay. I hate that. I hate that. Why did you put in Crab Reef?
Do 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 do.
That's Kai's little familiar.
Oh, hey, would Walter know the leprechaun guy that y'all all knew?
Yeah, he met him.
Yeah, Walter, there's like this leprechaun guy that apparently y'all knew. That's downstairs running
Oh,
the
I
bar.
forget his name, but the guy that gave us the flute that get us in the magic college.
Yeah, apparently y'all stole his flute or something. But
No,
yeah.
he gave it to us. We didn't steal it. Though it was, we did kind of coerce him into it, but
The
No,
lines
no,
get
no.
blurred.
I didn't steal his wallet. I just coerced him into it. Into giving it to me.
And you
legally
suggested-
it's questionable, but morally,
Legally,
no, legally it was
it's a
fine. Morally,
mugging.
it was ambiguous.
Legally, it's a mugging.
my finger was in my pocket, pointed towards him in the shape of what could easily be mistaken for some sort of deadly weapon, and I merely suggested that it would be in his best interest to turn over the contents of his wallet to me. And once he did, I simply walked away and went about my day. I don't see where I committed a crime here, Your Honor.
Why are you getting mad at me? He's still alive. Said the guy that put someone in a coma from punching him in the back of the head.
Oh my!
That is a real story.
I don't like that. But yeah, so this little guy will just and come over and just kind of like curl up here and chill out.
Oh, we got our guy back.
But yeah, the rest of the day is yours. Walter is resurrected, and if you guys don't plan on leaving until tomorrow, then yeah, if you're gonna celebrate, I guess celebrate.
I'm going to. How long will it take me to make the firearm equivalent of a wand of lightning bolt?
Weeks.
This
I'm
emo work.
surprised.
I gotta look at the
It's
Xanathar's crafting
It's
stuff.
the rare magical item.
Right.
Months.
So
Probably something, yeah.
I'm looking it up, Dylan.
Yeah, please, if
what
you
is
could send
it?
me the link.
4 weeks? 7 weeks?
Oh, I'm looking at my physical book.
Ooh, nice.
Oh. I don't know, send me a photo.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, if you can, please, sorry. But yeah, I'm not quite sure about that one.
Okay.
So yeah, so you guys doing anything for the rest of the night?
I mean, we can go to that diner.
It might, like, actual celebration might be better once we get back to. Well, I guess Rita's not going with us to Nian's.
Yeah, we can. I want to talk to Mr. Leprechaun again.
Dude, fucking let me.
Rare will take 10 work weeks and 2,000 GP.
Okay. So
So you would take Dylan would take off whatever the value of the components you're using are, because that
I don't
would
think
count
you-
towards
I'm-
the.
Here's the thing, I don't think you will. Because because the section before it talks about you needing
The
both the
CR?
gold cost. Yeah, the CR. So essentially the gold cost plus a
Oh no,
the-
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
yeah.
So then what would it end up being instead?
It's the weeks and
It'd
gold.
be 2,000 gold
So 2,000 gold.
and 10 work weeks.
Yeah,
Ten
we're fucking
workers.
loaded.
Okay.
Which that's But I mean, you don't have to work on that constantly. You can do some work.
Now, is that 10 work weeks 10 day or 10 work weeks 7 day?
Good question. Good
Well,
question.
the Gregorian calendar of this world is a 7-day work week, so we're going with 7-day work weeks, not 10-day work weeks, because I said so.
That's a headache.
yeah, yeah.
Aside from celebrating, I do also need to do something after that, Dylan.
You don't have to celebrate. It was just a suggestion. Whatever you guys wish to do, the rest of the day into the night is yours.
Is Scone still awake?
Teach me the ways of becoming big.
He did say that he was going to sleep. You're not quite sure if he's gone to sleep yet, so you might be able to catch him.
I'll go ahead and look for him.
Yeah. He's back up over in this direction. Yeah, he's not too hard to find. You see him just kind of like, there are some like furs laid out on the floor, and he's sitting in a meditative position, but he has yet to like fall asleep. And he'll kind of like sense your approach and open one eye and look in your direction. Oh, how can I help you?
I just need a little advice.
I will give what I can.
So this guy's not a giant. He's an orc, just like a large orc.
Yeah,
if
that
he were
works.
a
Good.
giant, I would probably know.
I'm trying to think. He definitely seems to have some giant blood in him, but he mainly has orcish features.
Do you speak my tongue?
He would kind of like open his other eye and like raise an eyebrow and then say to you in giant, if this is the tongue you are referring to, yes.
Oh, good. There was something I said when I was going to bring Walter back. Essentially that I couldn't protect him the first time and that I had gotten stronger since. But it feels like I was lying because the same thing happened with Gabriel. That's why he died. I was there, but I didn't do enough. And I'm trying to be the mountain for this group. But times like these, it feels like too much.
I understand. It can be difficult. Losing your friends, loved ones, it does make us feel weak, but that is not always the case. I think from observing you as you are now, you are strong. There is potential for much growth, but do not be in a rush. And perhaps take less risks. But that depends on your line of work.
I'm afraid I do see more risks in our future.
Well, it doesn't hurt to be cautious.
Are you familiar with the Rune Knight? Folks like me.
I have been imparted with some knowledge of their order.
Some people in my in my herd when we were still a herd. Not randomly bestowed upon us, but usually in line with some sort of moral character or strength, demonstrating one's abilities. There was a time in between losing my herd and meeting all of those folks that I spent lots of time getting in fights and getting strong, winning fights, and I never earned my runes until I met them. They became my new tribe, and I felt the need to protect them. And then I got my runes. I think that's a sign that all of this means something. That's why this meant so much to me. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I haven't told anyone else anything about that.
Well, I am glad that you feel you can trust me with this. And I would say to you, I do not know if you think yourself a religious man, but I've heard a wise man once say, the gods constantly speak to us. We need only listen. Perhaps these signs that you have seen are them telling you that you are on the right path.
Thank you.
Anytime.
I'll walk back to the group.
Alright.
Or wherever they are. I'll go back downstairs.
Yeah, if you guys head downstairs, I can move
Have
it
some
over.
drinks.
Drink time.
Hey, Walter,
Yeah.
watch this. And I just walk up to the edge and Lipton tea splash off.
Aaron, what the?
Like where you just stand with your back to it and you just hold out your arms, T-posing, and just fall backwards.
Yeah, he just
Straight
falls.
back.
Walter does very much what Gabriel did the first time Aaron fell off.
Oh, you try and grab him?
Yeah,
Okay.
but like he's nowhere near him, so like
Oh,
he
yeah,
no
yeah.
doesn't no chance
You
of
like take
succeeding.
the steps and then you're just like, no, and then like after a few moments, all of a sudden whoosh, he's just right back in like a rush of leaves.
Yeah,
The
they got
Walter
this
doesn't
place all
notice. He's
tricked
just
out.
looking down, thinking he's lost sight of him.
Well, Walter, I'm right here.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
But how did you-
They got this place all tricked out.
really?
Yeah. Apparently, you just can't fall off.
Walter will attempt to do a backflip off the edge.
Alright.
My dude, really?
Backflip has to be acrobatic.
Do a backflip. Yeah. Give me an acrobatic check. Let's see how well that backflip is.
I'm gonna grip my teeth.
Oh, my back! you try and do it. You do like a half back.
I'm able to complete it as I fall.
Yeah, you would. And after a while, like just as like the ground almost comes into view, you would
Well,
just
guess Walter found the hole in the thing.
have no. Your vision would go black, and then all of a sudden the light would return to it, and in a rush of leaves, you would be standing right where you had just jumped down from.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, he found the one specific spot where you die on the whirly dirly.
I just want to make sure this works. With tools, basic damage. Okay. And then pitchfork. Okay. I got my attack set up with the new system I developed with Arena Walter.
Um. Okay. So, we'll say, as you guys, head over, go to grab drinks and stuff. Nita would join you. Um, as would Rita and Nita. Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Leprechaun, sir. I'm sorry, I forget your name, but we met a long time ago.
Oh, right. Wait a fucking second. When did you turn into a dwarf?
Actually, not too long ago, about like half an hour.
Oh, you were the fella that they came to bring back, aren't you?
Yep.
Oh, it's a real shame. I didn't know that you died.
It's not a shame anymore. I'm back.
Right, of course. Well, either way, and he'll pour a
I mean,
glass.
yeah, I'm a dwarf now, so I suppose I should be drinking alcohol like it's water. So
Yeah, let's get you started, kid.
Yeah, he'll pour you a glass of Guinness and I'll hand it to you. And he's like, "This one's on me."
all right. Gabriel just mutters to himself, like, "Isn't it all free?"
He'll shoot Gabriel a look and just.
It
like,
definitely
shut
wasn't
up.
loud enough for Walter to hear, but of course the leprechaun hears it.
Yeah, the leprechaun hears you. He gives you a look like, "Shut up."
Yeah, Walter will down it, no problem, because he has poison resistance now.
Yeah. It's like a meal. It's like you're drinking liquefied bread.
So
Wow,
you can
this is
you
way
can
better
alcohol
now.
poison him.
I remember
Just
last
not
time I
nearly.
tried to drink alcohol, it was awful, but like I was able to do a keg stand, and I was the champion.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, I don't got myself a keg, but well, I've got a barrel if you wanted to.
Yeah, you know what? I should try to drink the whole barrel, like one of those crazy dwarf guys. Because I'm a dwarf now, and I need to be a dwarf.
And I need to be a dwarf. I must reinforce the stereotype.
I'm not
Nah.
reinforcing any stereotype, Sky Voice.
Yeah, Walter.
It's not a stereotype if it's true.
Walter, if you really want to be a dwarf, there's a new hit dwarf song you're gonna have to learn.
Oh no, I'm not exactly the best performer.
It's called
Well,
Diggy Diggy Hole.
Hmm.
And it is all the rage in Glacier Break.
Oh, is this about that famous musician that's going around in Glacier Break that you mentioned?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'll say. Oh, sorry, go.
I'm gonna ask the leprechaun. I know this probably isn't the place, but it's kind of a food thing, and I don't know where else to go. But do y'all keep like honeycomb somewhere here, like a spell component?
Oh, hold on.
I mean, you could make honeycomb yourself.
I need
Jesus,
to. It
Mary,
takes
and
two
Joseph.
things.
Oh,
Spells with two components.
If you head on over to. What the fuck is that? What is Audrey 2? Who put that there? What in God's name is Audrey 2?
Have you never seen
Um,
Little Shop of Horrors?
No. I feel like I've disappointed Beck for all the eternity. He points over in the direction of the greenhouse area, and he's just like, yeah, they've got a little bit of an apiary over there, so you could go and ask them for some honeycombs. We have also got fresh honey.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, let's get all of you drunk.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need to buy like. Well, Dylan, this is I don't know how to interpret this. Look at the material component.
Magic.
A small bit of honeycomb and jade dust worth at least 10 GP.
The
So
jade
is the
dust
jade
is
dust the only
worth
thing
10
that costs-
GP.
Yeah,
the honeycomb
yeah,
is not.
Oh, so I can just use my instrument for the honeycomb
Yeah,
because
okay.
it's my spellcasting focus. Never mind.
Alrighty. So yeah, so we'll just say for the sake of this, since like we're kind of like towards like the later end of things, he starts pouring drinks for everybody. You guys have as many drinks as you can, no problem. There's no fucking charge. and
Walter tells the leprechaun, like, I'd pay you, but all my money's back in Austin.
Oh, don't worry, boyo. Don't worry about it. Mostly it's free because I steal it, but
Wait, I thought you said the first one was on you, which implied that the rest wasn't.
right, the first one was on me. The rest of them are on the poor bastard I stole this from.
But then where'd you get the first one?
Oh, don't worry about it. That was from my own personal stash.
I'm worried about it, Mr. Leprechaun.
It's from
That's
my
fine.
own
It's from
personal
the place you
stash.
sent. It's from the place you sent the tea demon. It's fine.
Oh my god, the fucking tea demon. I just remembered them.
I think that's the first time you've actually said that in front of him. He'll look at you real hard with that, and he just goes, "You didn't send it to Ireland, but you might as feckin' well have. If
Yeah, that
you're
was
the
before I
assholes
met him.
responsible for that."
It was a blood moon, and this guy like loved tea, and I told him about a place that had great tea, so I told him about it, and he went. I thought it would help him out. Did something bad happen?
Should have told him about the place where the tea originated.
Is someone's?
That's Anton. He passed the fuck
Anton
out.
is.
Yeah,
I thought it was
think
Luke's
after he
dog
asked
at
me-
first, but no.
Yeah, I think after he asked me the last question, he literally just like hit his fucking table and knocked the fuck out. Like he's just schlumbercules right now at his monitor.
Bro, he's going like hyperdrive with the snore, bro.
Y'all should know what my dog sounds like.
Yeah,
Right now.
exactly. I know what Ginger's.
I know.
saying.
At first I thought it was, but then as soon as I heard more, I'm like, oh no, that's definitely not.
When you
I-
know
I-
what me snoring sounds like, or me fake snoring.
He
I
got like
wasn't sure. I'm sorry.
he's got the double intake going. In one, in the other, out the other, out the other.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I wasn't sure at first because it wasn't coming in as clearly, and then like you were talking to Scone, and then I'm like, who the fuck is snoring?
Actually, no. Aaron wouldn't know about the tea demon.
Oh. Well, too late now.
Oh, in passing.
I'm sure we would have mentioned it to you at some
We
point.
definitely
Yeah.
have mentioned it.
Marcus is fucking scarred from the tea demon.
Yeah, but you guys drink, you have a good time, and you know you have food too. And as night falls,
I need to cast 6 spells before we do tonight. Before we
you
Do you want me to server mute him?
yeah, right, sure. yeah. Just server mute him for now.
Yeah, I got him.
If he wakes up, he could just add somebody, and we'll unmute him. If he wakes up.
I was hoping for like the super inhale.
I wonder. Yeah. Fucking. I gotta wonder if like that's why he was just trying to get it all out there with all the stuff that he really wanted to make, so that he could just be like, all right, the ideas are out there, it's fresh in everybody's mind, and then his head just fucking hit the table.
Yeah, I think so, because he was real set on me telling you what inventions from the future and that too.
Oh, he DM'd you about that?
No, but he was very insistent on me telling him the actual things.
Like what they were.
Oh
yeah.
god, I need a new height for Walter. Fuck.
I don't know,
Add
4'8".
snores to my reel.
He's probably like 5'4".
He was 5'9".
He was 5'9", so well, I think the max height for a dwarf is.
I'm looking it up in the PHP. It's fine.
All right. So yeah, so you all end up eventually heading to bed after all your drinking and merriment. It is both happy, but I guess also a little sad because Rita will be departing. But you did get Walter back, and he's a dwarf now, and apparently drinks like a fish. So you all settle in to go to sleep.
I'm casting Magic Mouse 6 times.
Very well. You cast Magic Mouse.
And ears everywhere.
Oh no, not that again.
Do you want me to tell you now what the things are for it, or do you want me to DM you?
Is it and eyes everywhere?
No, it's not.
No, DM it to me.
Okay.
Before I go to sleep, I'm gonna just go upstairs real quick and be like, "Hey, does Bruce want his like wizard shit?"
Ferran will come out of the observatory type dealio, and he will just say, yes, anything of his that you have that you wish to leave behind for him, I guess leave it for him, and then if Scone has already informed you, just in 3 sessions, send us magically, and we will coordinate a place to get him to you.
Yeah, I just got a shitload of fancy paper and ink. I'm just gonna drop that off.
All right, very well, very well. Just a boom. And then Ferran will begin picking it up and slowly just kind of like transporting it through the open door. You briefly catch as you're looking inside. You could just kind of see through the crack and beyond Ferran's shoulder because you're taller than him. Bruce is like, he almost looks like he's got like the whole like Gandhi sort of like diaper going on, but nothing else. And he's just like covered in all of these like red and I'd say like, yeah, probably like blue too, like sort of tribal tattoos all over his body. And he's literally levitating in a crisscross applesauce, like off the floor, just focusing really hard on something. You just see the sweat flowing off of his body. And there is this sort of arcane device in front of him that it almost is like a Rubik's Cube, except it's also moving on diagonals. And this thing is
Yes,
just like
Paco
slowly
Rubik's Cube.
yeah, it's like an archon, and this thing just starts like begin to shift, and like you realize like as you're looking at this, he's the one doing this. Like he's causing this thing to like shift gears
Hey, Ron, what the fuck? What?
and
What the fuck?
it's a very complicated process. Your friend wished to um insinuate himself more towards the arcane and less towards the sort of creative aspects of an artificer. Um, it is an arduous trial he is currently undergoing. He must solve the many puzzles of the Archon, and in order to do so, it requires his full attention. He's in a sort of fugue state right now, and it's best not to interfere with him. However, I monitor him, make sure that he gets liquids, foods when he takes his breaks, and we make sure nothing goes wrong.
Boom.
Okay. Can he drink beer?
Could he drink beer?
Or is that like
Prob-
a no-go?
Probably. Sure. I mean, like, he could have 1 or 2.
All right, I'll refill my wooden cup that I had with a chocolate stout. Give
Very
that
well.
to him.
Okay. Fran will take it and he'll just go, all right. Yeah, I don't see the harm. It shouldn't interfere. Is he a lightweight?
He didn't. He never really went ape shit.
Okay. All right. Well, that should be fine then. Yes, I'm sorry that he wasn't able to join you. It's just once the process has begun, it's not one that can be stopped.
No, this looks like a whole ass thing. Yeah. All right. All right. Oof. Okay.
Alrighty. And then he'll just like take the rest of
Did you
the stuff and
unmute him
close
for
the
a
door.
sec?
Was that you unmuted him so you could hear him continue to
I
snore?
wanted to see if he like stopped, and then like it got worse.
You're such an ass.
You know what? You fall asleep in the session. You get
Yeah.
dunked.
Yeah.
You get dunked on.
It's like falling asleep first at a slumber party. We're gonna do like horrific medical experiments on you.
like just listen real quick.
Hey, that's what he goes. I'm awake. Is he mumbling in his sleep?
Yeah, he's sleep talking. Maybe mute it before he says something a bit too personal.
Oh no.
He's like, I'm gonna craft so many things.
Jarvis, my arm goes in very many different
Yes,
directions.
Walter Smith will be my grease monkey slave.
Oh my god. So is there anything else that anyone's doing before they turn in for the night?
No.
I should say to do that, I'm having to use a performance of creation to make the jade dust.
Okay. Alrighty.
Walter's just gonna fire off a magic missile into the distance, just
I
just to practice.
Okay. We'll take it as like sort of fireworks. Nita will say to you guys before you end up turning in. I don't want to like. It was kind of more of like a broken speech, so I guess. Me and Mom want to speak with you tomorrow. About taint, if that is okay.
Paint?
It's my favorite topic.
Taint.
As she like.
Oh,
indicates her-
taint.
her arm.
I don't know what
Yeah,
that is.
There's a darkness. There's a problem going around up here.
It seems to be something related to zombification and undeadness, which I guess is going to be your guys' problems as soon as I leave.
I'm a taint expert.
I mean, yeah, that's your whole shtick now.
Who's shtick?
Expert.
Look, she's not a sex god.
Oh.
She's not.
That's
She's
just
not.
one of her portfolios.
It was
Oh yeah, I
just.
forgot to tell y'all. She didn't give me. I didn't get a makeover there. I was already good enough.
Makeover? What?
Yeah, but you turned into one of them, and then you still hate you for that.
You don't know that I turned into one of them to get out of the makeover.
Oh, but you did to.
No,
I
when,
did to-
when
to
you
make
woke up,
you-
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you guys are talking about, but it sounds like some intercourse goddess Ed worships now.
You know what? Yeah.
It's not an unfair assumption.
Yeah, that's about it.
But
I
yeah,
mean, after hearing some business at Valentine, I suppose it's the perfect god for you.
I'm gonna get her into tattooing. That's what I'm gonna do. Eventually, she'll be like, "Oh, this is pretty cool."
is that a cat purring?
That's Climber.
Oh, good.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
I know we're trying to.
Dude, he's
Sorry.
rubbing the mic.
Yeah, he keeps rubbing against the mic. Sorry.
It's adorable.
I know we're trying to move on to the next day. Because of what those conditions and things are, do I need to make a performance check for the recording for the Magic Mouths?
Sure. Yeah. Make me one. Make
Or
me
like dropping a
performance check.
demo or something.
Yeah, making a mixtape.
Let's see what I do.
And let's see here.
It's so fucked though because specifically when it comes to that now, it's like you literally can't even fail anymore.
Oh, Bardic.
Is this just like how it is to be a bard?
So you have like an EP through.
And I'm gonna. No, I don't think that works. I was gonna say, yeah. Okay. Performance.
Yeah, just make me like one. Okay, yeah, you're good. Yeah, I don't want to like say what it is if he doesn't want me to say, but like, essentially, he's making things
Well, I
easier
mean,
for himself.
We're sharing a room, so people would know.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, he's essentially getting these. He's casting magic mouth on the stones and giving them like the chorus lines for "Diggy Diggy Hole."
The Infinity Stones?
Yeah, like I'm still going to sing them, but it's like so it's harmonizing because like the parts of the song that have multiple voices.
Yeah, so swing, swing, swing with me. Yeah, so like all that stuff. And...
So I have the backing vocals for the harmonization.
Oh my god, can Aaron make the Infinity Stone, the Infinity Gauntlet that actually works?
Once I'm level 14, yeah.
That
Jesus
actually
Christ.
works? I don't know about actually works.
I mean, take a look at the level 14 College of Creation. No, because that would definitely be a magic item.
Yeah, that would 100%. That would be a legendary artifact.
Yeah. So at level 14, you lose the gold cap on your
I would
performance of creation,
say
but it still has to be non-magical.
you would be able to create a non-magical replica of it that is probably worth a lot of fucking money because it would probably be like solid gold plus like really expensive cut gemstones that fit for each of the different colors of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, and I mean rubies are generally more expensive than diamonds, so the red ones.
Yep, the ruby, an amethyst, an emerald. What would
Yellow is
be?
probably just choose topaz, right?
There's a
Topaz
garnet
or
there.
peridot?
Well, there are yellow
No.
sapphires too.
Oh,
There are yellow
yeah.
sapphires, that's true.
Amber. So that's not a gem. That's fossil.
Isn't garnet one of them?
No, garnet is red.
Is it?
Yeah, so the
Garnet
problem with
is
that,
red,
you can't infinite money hack with that for the sole reason that the items glow faintly and have this faint sound of music, so they are pretty obviously magical.
I mean,
Right.
buy something that plays music.
I mean, I would say that for someone that like isn't as inclined to magic in this world, that if they had the money, you maybe could potentially scam them into buying
and then
it.
you gotta get out of town before well at that point 4 hours is up.
Yeah, you gotta get the hell out of Dodge before it disappears.
Or whatever proficiency bonus.
I mean, you're a changeling. You can just change your appearance whenever you sell it, and then go away.
True. It's true.
Same thing with friends. You can change your appearance, cast friends, and now they'll be pissed off at that person, not you.
I have friends too, and I've been like, oh, I'm gonna get. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
You
that
can
worked
change
out
into
well because
Abe Lincoln and make them pissed off.
I had
Oh
6
my
slots to cast, and there were 6 different lines that needed the.
Change yourself into Abraham Lincoln, declare war on Glacier Break and Texas simultaneously, and then declare peace with the Confederacy.
And then Marcus would actually know him.
No,
If
no,
Lane
No, you
was
just
a
know.
changeling, yes.
You just know Vampire Slayer Abe Lincoln.
Right.
Yeah, you know what Vampire Slayer Lincoln looks like. That's nuts.
You also know Thorin.
I do know.
You know Thorin, yeah.
Although you'll find no target if you try that.
What's Jarvis doing, Dylan?
What's Jarvis doing?
Yeah.
After
He's conked the fuck out.
a couple of drinks, he would promptly fall asleep at the table there. Not even make it back to the rooms.
Will we all be in
So
there?
someone that's asleep falls off the treehouse.
Splat.
You haven't tried? But I mean,
Actually, him falling would probably wake him up because that's.
you would just get the sense of vertigo, yeah.
And I could cast sleep on him.
He's already sleeping.
So you
Oh,
were,
get
so you
committed
were.
to the bit.
Yeah.
You know what? You could do it if you want to.
No, I don't.
I'll cast
Okay.
I'm
Feign-
not gonna murder one of our compatriots.
What are you casting on him?
feign death.
Feign. Oh, you're gonna cast Feign Death.
Why do you have
Why?
feigned death
Is he-
prepared?
Is he willing? Because he's best friends with Lane.
Yeah, basically.
He's sleeping, so he wouldn't be willing to.
Well, he can't be unwilling either.
I'm gonna.
Now we get into like the whole debate about consent, and that's a place we probably shouldn't go.
Yeah, no.
So
no.
what if you had like the equivalent of a DNR, but for saying I allowed them to cast feign death on me?
I mean, then you would have consented with the DNR, but wouldn't a DNR make less sense because that's?
No,
a
I said
do
something
not-
like a DNR. Like
Oh,
so, like you
A
have it-
pre-agreement of like these are the spells I am willing to have cast on me in time of unconsciousness.
We should all have those.
Yeah,
There's
Facts.
probably lawyers who help you with that.
yeah, you could
Yeah, you
ask
know,
Octavian.
like fly would be a good one.
Did you unmute him again, Tom?
You unmuted him again.
It was for the effect. You said he was sleeping.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
No, it's the Foley. Yeah.
But all right, I'll say you all head to bed, and that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Woohoo!
Hey, Walter's back.
I gotta play 2 characters for a bit, and I gotta play Walter again. I love playing Walter. I missed him so much.
So same time next week, gents.
And we've doubled his survivability by turning him into a hill dwarf.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
he's
no,
HP now.
Dylan.
I'm
Dylan,
Yep.
you made a mistake.
What?
By making Walter notice the necklace, that means that the necklace exists 5 days in the future.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh.
Because
Oh,
of
no,
paradox.
We're about to cause a if the
No, we'll
fight
be fine.
if
We'll be
tomorrow
fine.
if next week goes bad.
The next fight will be no problem.
Guaranteed Lane survives.
If it comes to it, Lane must be kept alive at all costs.
What if this tear in the timeline is what caused the reckoning?
No, that was already established of what caused it.
Bro.
That's what they think caused it.
What you think caused it? So true.
It was
Yeah,
actually
Dylan.
Abe Lincoln who caused it.
Yes.
Abe Lincoln ducked the bullet from Booth.
Yo, Dylan.
Nobody knows him anymore. His name has been lost to time.
Yeah, I'd like to cast a mass modify memory on the entire population.
Looks like he ascends.
Yo, Dylan.
Yeah, what's up?
You ever been in a building and like you hear like contractors working outside the building? Like they be doing like weed whacking or leaf blowing?
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. Yes, and like they hit the window with the weed whacker. Yeah, that sounds like Anton.
It kind of does, yeah.
Get his ass.
Oh my god, you're fucking killing him.
Yeah, Beck, can you boost that sound for the recording?
No.
Yes, please.
Okay, fine. I'll crank his volume.
God.
Alright, everyone be quiet for a second.
Okay.
It sounds like
It sounds like he's hitting a wire fence, the weed whacker.
there's like the inflection of speed. It's like,
He's a Minecraft villager.
It sounds like it's hitting the metal beam on the window.
Okay, well.
That's the end of this episode. Walter's fucking back.
So do we have a date? Do we have what date Walter died? To know how long he was
You would have to go back to the episode Tragedy Strikes and then like.
No, it's just called Tragedy.
Oh, then, bro, I have no fucking clue for the actual in-game date. Oh, it has to have been. It has to have been at least 3 to 4 months.
dead. Like
That sound-
Chaos Crew has the message for when we started. Or is that no, that's when you edited.
Every time it sounds like he's about to wake up, and then the weed whacker comes right back again, bro.
He's here out of gas. He's gonna get the pull cord and start it up again.
Relentless.
Well, I'm just gonna end the episode now.